Hi guys, little in shambles, but we're here.
Speak for thyself. No, I'm just like, ugh. But we are here.
We are here.
And you guys are too, we see.
Happy Friday. Hold on one sec. Pull up the chat. Bring this down a bit more.
Okay, sit down. All right, let me see. Who's here? How's everybody's week been going? We're all still on lockdown.
Can't believe it's Friday already. This was my spring break week and it like blinked and it was gone. Who's here? A Spoon Nappy, IT in LA. Hi.
Where are you starting at?
Kim Gregory down here. For
okay.
when we come in.
All right.
Kim Gregory, 106 Andy.
Hey, Sarah.
Becky
Zeppelin.
Nicholson.
Kia Lammy.
Hi.
Angela Marcinkovich.
Welcome, Leah Shabazz.
Curls and Curls. Jasmine 91.
D. Blair.
Sarah D. Becky
Becky 912.
Becky Neufeld.
How was it Feld? I said Field. Oh, it is Feld.
Is that a new name? Just Rhonda Michelle? Is that a new name?
Tish Clark, I'm so upset. No, I missed the Disney sing-along last night on ABC. I can't believe I missed that. But I've been seeing like certain celebrities post the videos that they did, like Ariana Grande. Hers was so good. I'm trying to watch it like piece by piece.
How do they do it? You were telling me a little bit about it today.
So everything was like pre-recorded, I think, from people's houses, and they just like kind of like sent in like, okay, now this person's gonna sing, or now. So I think they were like assigned a song and they had to sing it.
Okay.
I think they brought like High School Musical back, and they did a number together, all of the popular people at High School Musical. And
so pre-recorded at their house, so meaning like these people had like equipment and stuff in their house to be able to sing.
I guess, right?
Okay.
I mean, Ariana Grande didn't look like she had equipment. She looked like she was just singing up against a wall, but she could sing. I guess when you could sing, you could sing, right?
Yeah, right.
You just get the music and then you sing.
Exactly.
So, like from Beauty and the Beast, the guy that did Gaston, Luke Evans, and Josh Gad.
Really?
Yeah, they like re-sang Gaston like they did in the live action.
Wow, but you've been seeing it? Where can we find it at?
I've been seeing it like along on Instagram, but I'm sure we could like find it on YouTube. But I am upset that I missed it.
Okay.
I am upset. I meant to set an alarm.
Donny Osmond performance. I want to watch the Donny Osmond. Oh, they dug him up and dusted off the dirt.
Who's Donny Osmond?
The Osmond brothers back in the 70s. It was like the Bee Gees, the Osmonds,
What
the
they sing? Yeah,
I
Beyonce did it too.
I don't know. I didn't listen to Donny Osmond, Donny Marie.
I think she did. Like When You Wish Upon a Star. I think that's what Beyonce did. Yeah. Do you see Andrew Lloyd Webber from a group saying Hosanna, Jesus Christ Superstar? No.
Okay.
Oh, I'll make a man interview. That's what he's saying. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's so cool. Yeah, I have to find them all.
Thank you, Kimmy C. She said, I love you, ladies.
Aw, thanks for watching us. Yeah, everyone's gonna be doing a little bit of everything while we all out here. People are just doing anything to kind of help entertain people.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hey Tay, did you figure out how to work the blender bottle? Yeah, the blend jet from last week. Yeah, so I've just been making my coffee in it. They said on, what is it? Guys, we filmed like 3 videos today, so if we mess up on words or I can't think, that's why. The instructions that came with it said don't do frozen fruit.
Right.
Like, frozen fruit isn't good, and so
it's
I had
too much for it.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of frozen fruit in there, so it didn't work out.
So we think, even though we haven't tried it the other way, but we will get fresh fruit, chop that up smaller pieces. We were like throwing in the way we would do with this size. This is our what is this thing?
The blend, not the blend, not
I can't remember.
the NutriBullet. The NutriBullet. Yeah.
So we were treating it like a NutriBullet, and plus, and then last week you guys saw when it froze because it's filled too high. So there's a method to its madness, and so we have to perfect it. But you've been using it for your coffee drink.
Yeah.
But we definitely I'm gonna try the smoothie in it.
Coffee drink. Coffee this late at night. We definitely need it.
She said, I'm glad you showed Blend Jet. I almost bought that. No, like you have to just perfect it. I don't think it's a bad thing because I see a lot of people doing things. But what I also see is that when you buy it, they sell the little packet to go with it. So it's almost like a powdered smoothie, and that's probably the most effective way of using it. But I don't want to drink a powdered smoothie. So I wanted it to work for the way I do these smoothies. But I'll have to chop up the fruit. It'll be just like a whole lot of work, but I'm still gonna try it.
Yeah. So 2 things. Leslie Marie, Curl Mix is not sold in stores. Like, I don't believe anywhere at all. You can only
Right.
get it online.
Mhm.
So Curl Mix is not sold in stores. You aren't going to walk into a Target and see Curl Mix. Second thing, the MADCURLS code for me, I am so sorry we ever mentioned that code because I really thought it was going to be a faster process. I don't know where our code's going to be.
Yeah.
We signed on as affiliates. No idea where our code is. No idea. But you guys will be the first to know when we get it. We will let you know. We don't know where the code is. I said that to you today. I'm like, where's the code? Like, I don't know. No idea.
Everything is just kind of topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
I have ordered things, as you guys know. I was like telling you guys what I was ordering last week, and everything is just, there's always something wrong. So we all know about the the Camille Rose, that order, but they remedied it, and they remedied it well.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a problem. The other thing was, what is up? Lipsticks today were missing. Oh no! Oh my God! They didn't even work. They didn't even work. Mel, I got an order from Sephora. The lipsticks don't even turn up, like both of them. And the other one, the lipstick just fell out into the floor. So I don't know. I've never seen get a box of junk like that from Sephora. Never having their things like not on point. And so
both lipsticks were busted.
Yeah. Well, there's one other thing.
Sally Beauty.
Oh, Sally Beauty, missing 2.
You ordered 4 As I Am Jamaican Black Castor Oil waters and only got 2. So every single thing you've been like ordering,
not only is everything taking forever,
messed up,
but when you get it, there's something wrong with the order.
So shipping is just not it. I don't know. Service is just not. I don't know what's going on. No idea. Sarah's laughing. A box of junk.
That's why I discontinued that box of junk. You know, I was getting the what was that? That Sephora Play.
The Sephora Play. The monthly.
Like after 2 or 3 months, I was like, I'm done with that.
It was a box of junk.
So I literally stopped that subscription.
Let me see. Is it Nice? Is it Nisi or Night? Nisi? 1, 2, 3. Did anyone else buy a ring light for quarantine? Got to be on point for FaceTime. That's so funny. Ring lights make all the difference. They just brighten everything up.
Oh, that's good, Aaliyah. She said her stuff has been okay. It's just taken a while to get there.
Cool.
Yeah, everything's taking a while. I understand that. And I mean, even I'm sure everything will be remedied. The only thing is, like Sephora today, I would have marched that right on back into the store. But now I'd have to send the junk back, and I'm not doing that. I am not doing all of that. So
so the Amazon line from the Main Choice, that was brought to our attention. So apparently there's like 2 or 3 new lines floating out now. They're doing their usual rollout of multiple lines. The new one on Amazon looks pretty. I like the packaging, but I always love Main Choice packaging. Their packaging's never the issue. Their packaging's always pretty. I don't know. You were interested in like the PAL line, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I thought the one that was like blue and yellow and red, that was pretty.
That was cute.
The Amazon
the colors. One. Yeah. One of the MADCURLS fam showed me the POW line, so I thought that was cute. But yeah, the Hero one was cute. It's called Hero, right? And it was,
yeah. Guys, what's the other one?
Yeah, who said that? Mylan. Is it Mylan? She said you'd think they do better since all their stores are closed. I know you'd think they would step it up, but see, I think what's happening is that people are getting sick, and so they're bringing in like temporary help, and the temporary help's probably not used to really kind of like working in that location or something. So everything is just kind of, like I said, topsy-turvy. So you kind of have to understand that, which I do. Like,
I mean, these stores have like Sephora, like they have walk-in stores. You can also order online, but now everything is online, so it's probably just like overload. Same thing with Sally Beauty. I think they said it's just like they're used to online orders, but now it's just overload because people can't go into the stores anymore. So.
And just because it's online doesn't mean that people are not getting sick, because they still go to a place where they help out the online stuff, and then they go home, and then they have the propensity to get sick. And apparently these people are getting sick because they're doing temporary work now at these different locations, and the same staff is not there. And that's why everything's just kind of like all messed up.
It's all in shambles. Guys, are we skipping?
Yes, we both do. Toya, is it Malachi? We both have Suave.
Yeah, so this is Suave.
Yes, I was talking to it.
Suave day 3.
Yeah.
This is day 3. You guys are getting the Suave review. We're skipping. Hold on, I'm taking off Wi-Fi. Okay. See if that helps any. Yeah.
So, So yes, guys.
Yeah, Suave review.
I did it. But this is also, today we filmed a refresher video because I am loving that, who's that? Girl, As I Am.
I know, shambles. The As I Am. We're gonna be okay tonight. We're gonna be okay.
I hope I will be okay. Yeah, I know. I'm like so tired. Anyway, As I Am, that water, that Jamaican Black Castor Oil water, right here. and I loved it, and I'm so impressed with it that I want to do a video on it to show you guys how to refresh, because though we have a refreshing video on the channel, people seem to always miss that point, and so we just kind of refresh the tips on how to refresh.
Yeah.
And
plus we found a new really good product.
Yeah,
so,
I love that As I Am
I think
stuff.
it's a really cool refresher video, which you guys are getting.
It has given me incredible density. My hair is already, I always say it grows up this way, not down this way, but it is so thick. My hair is so thick right now.
Listen, Jessica, we made it made it seem like LoriAnne didn't have she could have not done swab, but she was always doing swab. She was always doing swab.
What did somebody say?
Someone was like, where did it go? Jessica said, I can't believe you were able to convince LoriAnne to do swab. Well done, Tay. No, she was always doing swab. It was just when we were gonna do it.
I was going kicking and screaming.
Yeah. We were always gonna do swab, but I never wanted to do.
I knew I was never gonna get out of it.
Yeah, like we don't do solo reviews because we just do our reviews together. MADCURLS.
We'll do like a tippy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like one time I showed how to dust your ends.
Right.
You put that dryer hack.
The dryer
thing.
hack, yeah. But as far as line review, I was not doing that by myself. Like you were definitely gonna be doing that too. So.
And so I did.
You did.
Which one? I mean, people keep saying, "Lord, I love your curl mix video."
Where's that?
I did. What video? 20. I know. And then now, DA just said, "LoriAnne, I loved your curl mix video." Which one was that one?
What video, guys? Where that?
Maybe something new.
Is it on YouTube?
Remember we did videos like way back when? I don't know. What am I showing?
What is she doing? What's the color of the background?
Because there was sometime last year where we had to
uploaded a video of you guys today. What was it? What? Let me go. Let me go see. Let me go look.
We're going to investigate now.
Let's go see. Let's go see. We'd be missing stuff.
Oh, good. Oh, mercy me.
Wait. This is your wash and go video.
Yes. All right. Sure, it's me.
Oh, girl,
you know,
famous.
my
Look at all the MADCURLS fam. Oh, y'all, we see y'all.
Oh, that's really
The
good.
support.
Oh, yeah, there I am, little me.
You guys
Oh,
are
okay.
awesome.
I didn't even know it.
Cool stuff.
Very good.
Cool beans. We ain't even know.
Right? Love Curl Mix.
All right. Sorry.
Curl Mix YouTube.
Yeah, we got it.
Shower scene. That was a shower scene, right? So I was thinking, because remember I was going to do the shower scene for that, and then you ended up taking it over because I was washing my hair and you couldn't hear me talking. I was talking while I was washing, so kind of like the audio you couldn't really hear.
Yeah, we have to see how they did it because I did one. I don't know if that's posted yet, but that was the first one. We were taking it for the team for that. Like we did 3 videos for them, and one of them was a wash and go video, and that was the first one.
Yeah.
But LoriAnne was talking in the shower through her, so they were like, "Can you do it again or do a voiceover?" And then I ended up doing it again, and doing a voiceover and all that. But they still used yours, so that's cool. I didn't know they were gonna do that. That was the original one. That was the original one, and then they were like, "We can't hear her." So like, can you do a voiceover? We never did a voiceover for you.
Wow.
But I refilmed it and I was
Maybe
okay, I'll
because
do it.
It was such an anomaly, Lori in the shower, so they were going to put it out there. They were going to put it out there.
Yeah. So funny.
I don't know if they do or not. Does anybody know if Curl Mix ships internationally? Do they?
Guys, are we still skipping? I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Christine said, Taylor, I used the Curl Mix your way. I put the gel first and moisturizer. Loved it. Love that way. Love that way. Either way can work, but that's just my favorite way. First, gel down first, moisturizer on top.
See, Andre 20 said you couldn't hear you talking in the shower. So, yeah, I'm surprised that they used it because they said that they couldn't hear. We didn't think that they were going to use it.
Yeah, we have to watch it. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, because
so if she wasn't, can you hear her talking at all? Is she talking? Or?
Because you refilmed it and did a voiceover. So we thought that they were going to like get rid of that one. But anyway, you'll better screen record it before it disappears.
I'm sure if they put it up, they're leaving it up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking. Oh, all right.
Who I was talking.
Okay. Yeah, we have to see
you guys
it.
hear?
We have to see it afterward.
How was the sound on that? Oh, that's right. So how are you feeling? She said, I'm hanging in there. These breathing problems come and go every time I think I'm better. Oh, wow. Okay.
Still trill out here.
Yeah. So today we went out to the vet to get doggies monthly flea and tick pill, but you literally call before you go, get there, you call them, tell them you're there, they come out to the car with masks and all that on, and Poor little doggy, he was in the back so excited. And I started telling him before they come, I'm like, okay, doggy, they're gonna come out, they're bringing a package. They're just literally gonna drop it off. Like they're barely gonna notice you, so calm down. But when his tail started wagging when he saw somebody come out the building, and my doggy, calm down. He was gone at that point. Doggy, calm, mask on, and then just handed the bag to the window and gone. Poor little doggy.
I know.
He was so upset that he fell through.
Yeah, like we put like cushions on like the foot part because like he kind of like walks back and forth like on the seat.
He fell on through
the cushions, like
fell onto the floor.
He's so excited. And he loves people, and he can't have interaction with people. Even when I like walk him outside, and like people see him, like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's like pulling at the leash because he wants to say hi, and he can't.
Oh, Kimmy says she said she watches this before she goes to work every morning.
Cool. Jabrina, are you guys going to try the curl styles? So we have them, but I feel like I don't know. We have to try to find like the balance of reviews. Like I feel like we just did a lot of Curlsmith. Like a couple months ago, so we still have other lines that we need to review, but we do have the new Curl Smith stylers. You tried them, I think, last week's live. They're in LoriAnne's hair.
Yeah,
those are the stylers that you use. I think it's like the jelly and the blow dry cream or the air dry cream. It's their leave-in for the scalp recipe line. But I was like, you know, the people want to see more Curlsmith over, say, like an As I Am Jamaican Black Castor Oil line, or
I know I want to do that
Bounce
one.
Curl or Rizzo Curls. Like we have like a whole. We still have the Can't Do Flaxseed line. I'm like, you know, I don't know. So
I was so impressed with that line because it's As I Am, and I just thought, all right. I mean, like we have our own kind of like favorite brands and all that. So you stocked up, you got all that stuff in that line, and I was aware of it, but I don't know what made me start using that water, but I loved it. So then last night when we were planning on a video for today, I went into the room and to get the bottle to match it up. You know how we do aesthetics. So I went in the room and got the bottle, and then I saw other stuff. So I started opening it and smelling it and stuff. And I dipped my hand in the mask, and I like the consistency of the mask. It's like it's something that would like adhere to your hair and really keep the moisture. I mean, I don't know. It's like this. The way you like when you dab it, it kind of has, for lack of a better term, like strings, like almost kind of like, you know, like when you dab something and it's still like connected to the product. I get to like break it off kind of, and I just like that. So today when we were showing in the video how I sprayed my hair, I said sometimes I have to finger coil because this is day 3. Day 2, I might have just gotten away with the spray, I said, but day 3 it needed a little bit more attention. So I needed a cream. So I said, well, let me just stick within the line. Because normally I've been using the Botanicals, that new cream that I got, that I said the supercalifragilistic one, whatever that one is. Right, so that's been working. But I said, let me just stick it with the line. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I said, oh my gosh.
About it.
These are finger coiled by that new cream by As I Am, that Jamaican Black Castor Oil cream. And if I do my whole hair and it comes out really good, like that will be the line to beat for 2020. Like, you know how I get stuck on a line, you know, early on? That would be the line to beat because I was so impressed with that
You'll
line.
see it in the video.
Like now I've been playing with my hair all day. We went to the vet and we filmed and all that, but initially no frizz, no name. I was taking the cream, rubbing it in. Don't forget this is day 3 now. I'm refreshing. I'm just smoothing it down and all that. And even with all that, all it is doing is just making it bigger. I'm gonna move closer. You really can't see frizz. So you really can't see, am I aim properly?
Yes, girl, you are.
Okay. You really can't see frizz in my hair. Not for day 3. And as big and thick as it is, I love that stuff. So I can't wait to do
We
the
definitely
entire
have
line.
to do more of the line.
Yeah.
So far, I've tried the co-wash. I like the co-wash. Very good co-wash. And then the Jamaican Black Castor Oil water. Those are the only 2 things I've tried so far. But there is a shampoo, there is a conditioner, there is a leave-in, there is a curling cream, there is a mask, and there is a smoothie in that line. So we have all of that. And they said we're skipping again. So might work out for you tonight, girl. Should we tell them why we're so tired?
The rest of the line is stuck in storage. Don't you love the water though? Aaliyah Shabazz said she got that. She tried the water. Doesn't it make your hair thicker, or is that just a me thing? Does it make your hair thicker to like the degree like it's making mine? Like really like adding?
I think so because
density
my density is definitely being added to the top part of my head. I said the bottom parts are starting to, I don't know. I mean, I think my hair just grows a certain way, which you've always said. I always get a haircut and it starts even, and then the ends just always kind of look separated in the end, like the fullness doesn't come all the way down ever in my hair. Go back to our first video on the channel. When my hair is long, it just always ends up like this, where it's like thick here, and you know, I'll get it cut, it'll grow down, but the ends just never are as thick as the top. And I think that's just, no matter how many haircuts I get, no matter what I do, that's just the way my hair looks. And so I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's light. It looks like light and airy. Yeah, it is not as light and airy as like if I would have done it the first day, because this is day 3 and I've piled on, you know, the products now, because every day I'm trying to like refresh and all that. So I'm sure it could be lighter and airier.
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody, Lavender Life said, how do you detangle? Do you use fingers or combs or tangle teaser? I use my fingers. If I can't get it through with my fingers, then I use a wide tooth comb. There was a brush that I had up there. Was that brush that I always like? I can't remember. I never can remember that name.
Texture Pro.
Yeah, the Texture Pro brush. I like that.
Yeah.
But never rushing. Always taking my time. Always doing it with my fingers. I prefer my fingers because when I start using tools, I feel like it almost clumps it too much sometimes, and I like it to look more natural. I don't want it to be to the point where, because my hair is still short, where it's like perfectly detangled but everything's so clumped and it's like short and I'm losing inches. And so I kind of like to detangle with my fingers because it kind of maintains those inches still. When you start using tools, it's not even like a Denman. Any tool to me, even a wide tooth comb, sometimes clumps it too much and shrinks it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
I see some questions about Wi-Fi. Yeah, Adam, he is going to school for nursing. He's actually graduating community college in May, but he'll just no walking or anything. And he's going to now a university. So not in like any nursing program yet, but he's going. There was a few people saying, "Oh, what's Wi-Fi doing about nursing school?" And then it's like, "Oh, Wi-Fi's and he wants to be a nurse." Like,
oh, okay,
yeah, that's what he wants to do. So
yes, is it Mishimo? LoriAnne, your hair is getting so long. I feel like one positive from this quarantine. Right, I know. As we're all going to have amazingly healthy hair after this is all over. My hair is in such a great shape right now. I know. I think a lot of things. I think because I have really. There's a MADCURLS fan. Has she ever been on live before? She might have been on live. Peggy Howard, she's been, but anyway, she started a couple of weeks ago doing get off your butt, like a 30-day squat challenge. And so it inspired me, you know, to do that. It gave me that push, you know, that I needed. And so I've really been doing that. So I think last week when I was telling you guys all the stuff that I bought, and I said I bought the chin strap and all that stuff, I did. And somebody's like, I can see it's working, or like I can see your face is slimming down. It ain't from the chin strap, I haven't gotten it yet. It's from me working out. Like I have been working out. I told you guys I got that squat machine. And I have been doing that. I've been lifting weights. I've been like just really kind of like getting in shape. So yeah, no, it's not from the chin strap. I've been working.
Yeah, no, you
hard.
have.
Yeah, no.
I really need to get on your wave because like you work out every day. I work out like every other day, every 2 days, every 3 days. Like, and you just go hard.
I know, because I'm coming out of this quarantine sickening. Yeah. So yeah, so it's healthy hair. You know, you don't have to do your hair all the time. So it's a time to kind of like do self-care and
Hi, Curly Ever After.
Yeah. The workouts I'm doing just simply squats. I never knew the power of a squat because it's all really I'm capable of doing. I used to walk on the treadmill at the gym, but I can't hold on to railings when I'm walking in the street, so I'm not doing any sort of walking or anything. I'm literally just doing squats every day. I started off only being able to do like the very first day, like maybe 10, and then I worked up to like 50, and I was comfortable with 50. On that squat machine, I don't know how many I'm doing. I'm sure I've exceeded even.
Girl, they want the routine, girl.
There is no routine. It's the DB machine that I got, and I'm just going up and down on that machine.
Should we do a video?
Right? I know, we could.
I mean, we're not experts. We're not fitness experts, but I mean, what you're doing is working for you, so.
Yeah. So I never knew, like, I could just do exercise, and, like, I could actually take off inches.
And they want to see the squat machine.
Oh, okay. Should we, like, I don't know. It's like over there on the other side. Maybe.
Curly Ever said I do squats in the shower while conditioning. Am I the only one? Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Oh my God.
I'm doing them at the sink when I'm brushing my teeth.
Next thing you know, you hear, and that would be me in the shower.
Every time I think about it, like I've done my own thing. Like I don't do it all at once. I try to do at least 100 a day. If I'm not doing the machine, I'm becoming like almost like obsessed with it. So I definitely do the machine and do that routine there. But then throughout the day, I just drop and squat. Like I'm at the sink doing dishes. I'm like, oh, let me just do 10 squats.
I'll do some squats.
You know, I go upstairs, when I make to the top of the stairs, I'll do 10 squats. So whenever I think to do, I'll do 10 squats.
And you also have weights. So this morning, I think I sent you into the room to like do something to start getting like dressed for us to film our video. Walk in the room. What are you doing?
Now I have to work on the upper body.
Just lifting weights. I'm
Yeah.
like, Ma, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So,
That's a good thing.
Caramelized Sugar stopped by to tell y'all that TGIN launched more products to their Rose Water line, and they are also on sale for 40% off at Ulta's site. And $3.50 off coupon works as well. It ends tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. You just stopped by to tell us
She
that.
stopped by to say.
But it's good because when I first started this, I went and tried to look for videos for people with multiple sclerosis and how do they work out, because you know, it's debilitating illness and some people are in wheelchairs and some people can't walk. Like I have mobility issues and I'm like, but I don't want to put on weight because that's going to make things worse. So how do people with multiple sclerosis work out? And I started finding videos. The main thing is just to strengthen my legs. And so that's when I figured, okay, the squats will work for me, and they do. Mm-hmm. And now I'm trying to like work on my balance, like putting literally one foot in front of another, which almost like toppled over on the rug last night. That was impossible. But I'm trying to build the strength now. I see that's an area of concern. I have to work on that. And standing like on one leg, and I can't do that yet. So I'm trying to get my balance down pat, and I got plenty of time to do it.
And they said the squat video was needed. Squats with MADCURLS.
Okay.
We'll see if we can put that together, and you can show them your routine.
Okay, Lavender Love said she's working on her arm. Yeah, I started just last night, 1 o'clock in the morning, doing that because what is time these days, right? And I came downstairs to make a smoothie, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna push it because Doggy was sleeping. So I took the whole smoothie, all the stuff upstairs and plugged it in so outside of my closet, and went to the closet, closed the door, and blended the smoothie.
She made a smoothie in her closet last night, so we wouldn't wake up Doggy.
Yeah. Exercise vlog.
And then I also brought snacks. This is the snack that LoriAnne recommends. It's the Boom Chicka popcorn with craisins, like the cherry infused craisins.
Yeah, love it.
Snack.
Oh, thank you, girl.
These are like, it's such a good mix. Oh my goodness.
LoriAnne, I know, I the chin kiss to the ceiling, right? Yes.
Remember that, girl?
Yeah. Pull it all in. Yes. Kiss the
you gotta
ceiling.
keep kissing the ceiling. Mm-hmm. You have to, because ever since cell phones became a real thing, everyone's chins are down like this, and they said everyone's gonna have like a chin because your head is always down in your phone. So you gotta like.
Right, and remember, up, 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 up,
when
up.
you apply, what is it, like
Creams,
moisturizer, you gotta push it up.
Up. Yep, now we try to put it on the face, everything up, everything
I've been putting like face oil on, or like when I put my moisturizer on, I saw a TikToker and she would like really like just smooth it like this way, and I always just have like a round face, and so I'm always like just pushing my cheeks up.
Addie, you going out?
No, it's Spencer and
Spence, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, you babysitting Doggy. Hi, Nicole Ford said, hey, ladies. Oh, craisins in your salad. Okay.
Ooh, I bet that's good. Why do y'all say money like Manny?
I
don't know.
That.
Yeah, where did that come from, Manny?
Because we used to watch this drama channel, and he used to say it like that, and so we just got it from him, and we just say that, and then we say, and then you guys say it.
You guys do say it, Manny. Speaking of Manny, these stimulus checks.
I have one. Jessica Norton. She said, better get one of those jade rollers from Amazon. I do have one. I had a jade one, and then the bowl dropped off, so I got it from TJ Maxx. So then I got one from Sephora, and it's a rose quartz one or whatever. I don't think they. Oh no, I didn't get it from Sephora. Where did I get it from? Flawless roller or something. Flawless. I had a flawless derma planing thing. I have everything's flawless. What is that? All that flawless junk.
I don't know, all that flawless stuff.
Yes,
I love the one that like looks like the razor. Get,
okay,
like, a little peach fuzz off your face.
Right. I have the flawless face, like the roller, and
the one that vibrates.
Yes.
This morning I heard you was like. I'm like, what are you doing?
I love it. I love my jade roller.
I wanted to get back to the Manny because we were talking about this and these stimulus checks and how everybody's after your stimulus checks. Y'all, hold on to your checks. I've been seeing like stores sending out emails like, you know, spend your stimulus check here. Like I think Fashion Nova did it. They were like, spend your stimulus check here. We're giving you 80% off. Churches are saying you should like give your whole check over to a church. With tithing is biblical. So okay, if you want to tithe your your stimulus check, that's your business.
Right.
But to like hand the whole thing over, like to be pressured to hand your whole stimulus check, like I mean,
Yeah.
come on, like
Yeah.
people, like they're after your money, like they're
Right.
after your money.
Yeah,
You know you have
there's
it.
lots of sites are out for. I mean,
They're
I've seen
out for your
so
stimulus
many
check.
sales, advertisements, how you can spend your money. It was never meant for that.
To me, it's just not tasteful.
Yeah.
It's just not tasteful. If you're gonna have an 80% off sale, just have an 80% off sale.
Yeah.
But don't say like anything to do with the stimulus check and attaching it to a sale. I think it's just not tasteful at the moment.
Like frivolous shopping, though we all do it, God knows. Because look at all the junk that I've gotten during this time.
Girl, I've never seen so much junk.
I know. And we're all supposed to be like suffering and all of that. But it is supposed to be used like for a rainy day, like for like because people are out of work at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was meant for. But maybe the ones that are spending it aren't like they're Americans.
No.
Why couldn't they get it and spend it? They're not out of work, maybe.
They can, but for companies to say it like that, like it's just to me, it's busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's busted.
You haven't heard anything about checks here in California? Do you have direct deposit, Sarah Duggan? Or you're waiting for the check? Because they said
Hi,
checks
Paige.
are going to take, it can take up to 20 weeks, I heard. Like, yeah, they definitely rolled out the those direct deposit ones the other day. I think Wednesday morning, everybody woke up and they had money.
So Alfreda R said it's to stimulate the economy. So does that mean it is to shop at Fashion Nova?
Oh!
So you are supposed to take it and like treat yourself? Is that fact? Is that true?
I think it is, yes, stimulus, because if the economy dies, I think Spencer kind of explained this to me a few weeks ago, that's like how we survive. Like things have to keep rotating. Like we make money, we spend it, and then they do things, and like so it is supposed to stimulate the economy. I think so. Also, like maybe because like if you can't pay your rent, then it's like a trickle down effect.
Yeah, I mean you need to show
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just can't picture taking mine and spending it in Nasty Gal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know?
Yeah, they have to survive too. My Walmart also has a cashier stimmy check here. People have carts full of food. I'm glad people can stock up. Yeah.
I'm going to stimulate the economy. I need more than $1,200, but I'll take it.
I heard that they're going to be giving out $2,000 monthly. Now, I don't know how much truth there is to it, how long it's going to take, but that's up on the block now that they're trying to.
See, Carol Smith just said it, but the new one is talking about $2,000 monthly.
Oh, see? Okay, so I did hear right. And like as simple as that. Like they said $1,200, like that ain't nothing, ain't no money, Manny. But 2,000, like, but they said monthly. I got the impression like monthly and per person. So if you're married, you get 4,000, and if you have children, you have two. They'll only do like 2 children, up to like you could get $5,000 a month for the government. And they said though it'll put us in incredible debt. Right now, I think the risk outweighs, or the benefits outweigh the risk of that. So, but yeah, they are thinking about that. I heard.
Did anybody hear Dr. Oz talking about if like the world were to open up right now and like kids and stuff were to go back to school, that only like 3% of them would get sick and die, and that's only 2.3 million. So I think there's like 76 million students, and only 3% of them would get sick and die, and that's 2.3 million. And he was basically sounding like, all right, we that mean the benefits outweigh, like,
yeah,
he like just sacrifice the children as tribute. Like I'm like, who's asking Dr. Oz questions? I just want to know who's asking Dr. Oz.
And like I said, okay, Dr. Oz, love him so much. Dr. Oz, I'm like, where did he get his degrees? I'm so sick of Dr. Oz. He got a lot to say.
Sick of Dr. Oz.
He got a lot to say.
He was like, well, only 3%. Like, that's still somebody's kid.
It's still somebody, like, even though they're saying that
2.3 million students.
Even though people are saying, we only lost, like, maybe there might be like 600,000 cases in the United States, and we only lost.
I'm sick of the word only. I'm sick of the word only.
Those are somebody's loved ones.
Yeah.
Like, so don't say only. Don't ever like start that kind of a
If you're gonna give a figure, just give the figure. Don't say only. We only like only 60,000 people died. Like, that's still 60,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, what? I hate that.
Yeah.
It's always only.
Yes. All right. So I don't know. Did I tell the story on here? Did I tell it on Facebook? I think I told it on Facebook. So the other day we went to the grocery store. For those that don't know,
it was our mini live. You guys would have caught it if you.
The mini live.
If you caught our mini live.
Okay. Yeah, we did the mini. We popped up. Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday. We did a little get ready with us.
All right. So those that were at the mini live when we were getting dressed, or we were putting on our makeup, my Jeep. Oh girl, my memory.
So we went grocery shopping finally.
Yeah.
First time 2 weeks.
I'm going to tell the story. I'm like all prepared to tell the story. Okay, my memory just
And we
went.
finished grocery shopping. We left. Getting on the highway, the car, you said hiccuped?
Okay, oh my gosh. Yeah, the car hiccup, guys. And after that, it literally would not go faster than 20 miles an hour. So I've since learned that that's something called, what was that called? Oh my gosh, where the transmission will give you just enough to get wherever you need to go. And that's exactly what it did. It took me, like we were in a town called Shelton in Connecticut, which is maybe about, maybe it would have been maybe about a half hour, maybe from where we needed to be, which is our mechanic, which is very close to where we live.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of like when I say it's in back of my house, it looks like we live in a weird area, but it happens to be like right behind our house, which is always great for times when you have to drop your car off and you don't want to rent a car or whatever. So we literally crawled there. We literally crawled there and got there.
We had a parade of cars behind us. We were going 20 miles an hour on the road.
Out the blue, just a fluky thing. I mean, oh my gosh, like at a time like this, the worst thing you want to hear at a time like this is transmission. And that's exactly what I heard. And like, I didn't say anything. He's like, are you still there? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to digest it because transmission, like Jeep, like a Jeep. $6,000. So it's still over there getting fixed, and we're trying to gather it all up.
We're stimulating the mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah.
There goes money.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, at a time like this, so that Jeep, oh my gosh, like first it was stolen, then it was returned, and
what are you guys gonna do? Get it fixed? Because you love that car.
Yeah.
That's the car that got stolen.
Yeah.
Now the transmission went. Like this car.
Yeah, we are because. Yes, it's $6,000, and I think it's even more than maybe the value of the Jeep because the Jeep is 2009. But to me, it is in mint condition. Like there's no need for me to take on a car payment right now. That Jeep is in mint condition and runs perfectly. Okay,
Girl, it was in mint condition and it did run perfectly.
Well, that one's not, but no,
it still has tons of miles that
and
we could
Jeeps
put on it.
are ageless. Like I mean, you can kind of tell them from year to year, but not really. Okay, so I like the year that I have. I love that certain years are nice. I like the one actually I had before that back in 2000 and was it like
Sarah Duncan said that is too much. Yeah, so at first it was just a transmission, which was $49, and then they found some other things that they said should be fixed, and it leaped to $57, which probably after tax and all that kind of stuff is going to be well over $6,000. So yeah.
So yeah, it's highway robbery. I didn't know. I got a few different opinions about it, and I also did my own research. And a Jeep transmission could possibly run anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000. So I felt like I fell in a good little happy medium, like $5,700.
Caramel sugar, that's what I said. I said they always find something new.
Oh, they do.
I know, because the first call was, okay, it's going to be $49, and like we hung up from them. We were like, okay, like it's a lot, but like we can do this. We can figure this out. So like we basically said, okay, we think we figured it out, whatever. And then like we called them back, like we were like, okay, like start the work. We can do this kind of thing. And they were like, well, there's a few more things.
Yeah.
There's
so I
this.
think Jan, I don't think he's on here tonight, but Jan, the nurse that's always on here on Friday nights, he said, bring a man with you to let a man know. So at this point, I reached out to Jay, and I said to Jay, you're going to have to call the place. You're going to have to let them know that there's a man in the picture. Because when they first called, they said, like, who should we call, like, when the work is done? They said, should we call Jay or something? And I said, no. I said, Jay and I aren't together anymore. And so they said, oh, okay. Like, me and Eddie were wondering that, he said. So I said, I always talk so much. I said, so I gave them too much information. And so then all of a sudden the prices started like to change. So at that point I called Jay and I said, like, this is a serious thing, which he knew was a serious thing. And I said, please reach out to them and let them know that there is a man in the picture. Like you are like at least overseeing, like you're watching, like there is someone.
Right, Aaliyah should ask if they were wondering, right?
Yeah, I know.
Why should be fixing cars?
Gossipy people.
Wondering about relationship statuses.
Yeah, because Jay always did everything with the car, and now they see me always constantly over there, so maybe like they were wondering. So like I always say, my life's an open book. I had no problem with it. The problem I had was that I gave too much information, and now I felt like unprotected. I felt like they know that I'm a woman by myself. So I said to Jay, can you just kind of like reach back over there and let them know that you are aware of what's going on, and that they can kind of like feed you some information too. So I wanted to make like a joint thing so that they would think that there's still a man overseeing the whole operation. And but yeah, it's $5,700.
Oh, like we've been going to them for years.
Yeah.
Like that's been our mechanic. That's where we've gone. But I agree. This interaction was a little sketch for me. I was like, Mom, but like it's right there. It's convenient, and so like we're going with it. But like I agree with you. The whole kind of interaction this time
I was
odd.
told, Then they said that they would help me take out a loan, and then he called back and he said, okay. He said, you were approved for a loan to spend somebody else's money. Verbatim. That's exactly the way he said it.
What?
It was odd. Like,
why would you say it like that? That's like so not professional. Like it's just weird.
It's very weird.
It's very
you don't
weird.
know how I want to pay for this. I don't necessarily want to run a credit
You got
card.
approved for like whatever of someone else's money.
Yeah, I'd rather just like kind of work out maybe like a payment plan or something, but I'm not trying to put anything on any credit card, running up any bills at a time like this. I just don't want to do that. So
I don't like anything that comes with interest. I was like that like it doesn't sound like a good idea. Anything that comes with interest at this point. Like,
Oh yeah, well they said the 6 months, first 6 months interest free. So, yeah.
But it's just like what a thing to have happen now.
Yeah, I
like
know.
really, just so like it was just so random.
So with all that said, this is how this channel's gonna start shaking down now. We are on like after Friday Night Lives. If you don't show up for Friday Night Lives, then when the whole thing processes, then we'll like release it. We'll always release them.
Yeah. So hi Brianna. Brianna Stewart. Hey girl. We went to school together. Yeah, so YouTube has been acting real funny lately as far as our videos and our ads and all that kind of stuff. And we clocked it the other day, and we think we fixed the problem because of this whole new thing that they're doing with what's approved for kids and what's not approved for kids. So we had a setting on there that for each of our videos, we would say whether it was for kids or whether it's not for kids. And I wasn't doing that. And I guess if you don't do it, they just pick the setting for you. But for whatever reason, you could be penalized where like they cut your revenue in half. And like,
or even more than half.
Yeah, so this month we were having videos, same views, same everything, nothing changed, and like our money was just not moving. We're like, what is going on? What is going on with YouTube? So we think we fixed the problem. Another issue was with our live streams where they are taking forever to process. So you guys can watch them when we close it down and we say, okay guys, bye. You guys can watch them. It's posted, but we can't put ads on them or do anything until it's done processing. So the processing was taking like over 24 hours and you guys were watching, like we're getting like 2,000, 3,000 views on live streams with no ads, and like just like we can't afford to do that. So for this particular live and our lives going forward, we are going to private them until they are finished processing, and then we will release them again and you can see our live streams.
Because normally you can
because
we'll go to sleep.
We can't, y'all. We can't.
Yeah. We'll come off of here sometimes and we'll have like maybe 800, 900 views, and then like within an hour we'll see like I'll see it jump up to like 1,800. I'm like, wow, like leap. Yeah. So you guys, like, people do watch it like after we release it, soon after we say goodbye and goodnight. The views really rack up, and I'm like, oh my god, to change my money, my money. And so that's all free viewing. So I said we're locking it down now because
so once this is over, you guys, we know you guys like to watch the playbacks. We will release the playbacks once it's done processing. Because we can't. Because that's just
I don't know. YouTube is just like doing like a lot of
and they took the chat away. So that's I think things YouTube just did. So now the playbacks, you can't see the live chat, and I don't know why they took that feature away. With our old live streams, you can see the chat, like you can watch the video and you can see the chat during that live stream. But our last like 2 or 3 live streams, once we post it, you can't see the live chat anymore.
I know.
And I don't know why that is. So yeah, YouTube is doing the most. They are doing the very most right now. At a terrible time. Like, what are they? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, so we didn't understand, and Adam didn't understand when I was explaining it to him. You would think that it was a good thing to have it child-friendly. I said, this channel, kids could watch it.
People love when you say Manny.
The Manny.
Manny.
Because you said that your kids sit next to you and watch us, and they know us and all that. And I said, it's innocent enough. We don't curse, except like the last week I said the first curse word on the channel, the D word. All right, and so I got a little overzealous and excited. But there's no cursing, there's no inappropriate things. Maybe Friday Night Lives, we might say, like, our videos definitely
like
are
our topics.
Clean. Our topics are maybe adult sometimes.
Are adult sometimes.
On Friday nights.
But apparently, like, for it to be like a kid-friendly channel, like the content has to be made for kids. Your audience is for kids, and our videos aren't not for kids. If kids want to sit and watch us do our hair, but our audience, we aren't speaking to children. Like, our audience is not for kids. Like,
so we thought that it would be more inclusive, and that it was a good thing if we put that our videos were for kids.
Yeah.
But we were finding out that then
they shut your comments down.
yeah.
They shut your community page down.
Yeah, you get no advertisers to do that.
Yeah.
And so we were like, wait a minute, our videos are for kids, but you almost get penalized for saying that they're family friendly because then you don't get the revenue for it. So I said, are you got my volunteers at volunteer work?
Nanny Diary said, I could see the chat when I rewatched the live from earlier this week. Okay. Because when I click into our YouTube, like I can't see the chats anymore. Maybe it fixed itself once we said our videos were not for kids. Maybe now you can see the chat. I hope so, because that's
if you didn't pick
people
a setting,
like that. They like watching it later on and kind of seeing what the people are saying during the live too. So
if you didn't pick a setting, then YouTube's had like an automated kind of like machine that can kind of determine whether it was family friendly. And so I guess they probably went through and said, okay, so they put a child setting. And so once you have a child setting, they might put ads in it, but they want, like they call it like the clickable ads or something, where like when you're watching something, that's how I got all like taken in all this time during the quarantine, because I watched videos and I'm seeing stuff. And the bell ring, I got clicking something. I find out things for doggy, clicking stuff. So they like the clickable ads. But if you don't have, if you have a child setting on it, they don't have clickable ads. They don't have ads at all. And if they do put one maybe on there, they're not clickable. And those are the ones that the advertisers want you to do because they know that it'll get people to buy things. So we try to figure that out. Hopefully it'll make a difference, because we kind of like determine like by this point in the month, like everybody knows like how to do their money. And so like by this point, normally we know how many videos we've done and what our revenue should be looking like. And it wasn't looking like that, nowhere near. I'm like, what? Okay, like what is going on here?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, so you like looked into it because we were like, I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Like we're doing the same amount of work, same views, same everything. We're like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we do have a Cash app.
Yeah, all our info is always in our description box at the bottom for that if you want to support the channel, which we always appreciate. Why do y'all say
people do support us from time to time. Yeah, like the other day somebody sent us money.
I think it was Naya Fitzgerald. I wanted to mention that. Yeah, Naya Fitzgerald. She sent us something to our Cash App to just support the channel. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Lovely R. Why do you all say love you so much? Also from her YouTuber.
Also from the drama channel.
The drama channel YouTuber.
Yeah. He just talks crazy, and we adopted his language because like everybody knows our dark sob story. And you going out, baby?
Yep.
Bye, sweetie.
See ya.
Wi-Fi's going to work. So so there was a time we retained the silly talk because that was the time when we were going through like the rough patch in our life, and we would watch him. It was Rich Lux that I talk about. Now Rich Lux has kind of gotten a little I don't care for him too much anymore because he got hooked up with Jeffree Star and he just changed. And I hate when people say that, because I wouldn't want anyone to ever say that about us one day. You change just because you get like a little ahead, you get a little bit of money or whatever. Just because people get money doesn't mean that they changed. But Rich Lux to me really did, because you guys know I used to always talk about Rich Lux because it was like my happy place because he was just so crazy. But now to me he's vicious and vindictive, and he's just not the same anymore. Yeah. But anyway, at the time when I liked him, those were the kind of things that he was saying.
He's biased the house now.
Yeah, who said
he's
that?
been for like a year now.
Yeah, he's biased the house. He so is.
Yeah.
He so is. So that's where and I think every now and then you guys, I'll like slip up or say something in a video. I'll say busted the house or whatever because I got all the crazy talk from Rich Lux.
Yeah.
So so those were the good old days. And every now and then you can kind of see that personality peeking through again, but it's too far gone really. And he wants to be too accepted, because to me he seems like a very insecure kind of a person, and he wants to just be so accepted. I mean, that was like his best wish in the world probably, that Jeffree Star would recognize him.
Wait, Wi-Fi is a person. Yes, Wi-Fi is my younger brother, her youngest son Adam, and he got the name because when we first started going live, he would start playing his video games on Wi-Fi, and our live stream would be messing up.
Like so, what happened in the beginning here?
Yeah, and so it was because he was playing his video games. So like people started calling him Wi-Fi Adam. Like, tell Wi-Fi Adam to get off the Wi-Fi, because like it would mess up the Wi-Fi during our live stream. So that is a person. Yeah, Wi-Fi is a person.
Yeah, so his name is Adam, but then you guys named him Wi-Fi, so we started calling him Wi-Fi.
We also have a shirt on our merch site that says, "We get it, you have curly hair." That was the phrase from Wi-Fi Adam when he did a voiceover for a Wash and Go for us.
Yeah.
And at the end, we kind of show our hair and flip it and dip it. And so he's doing the voiceover. He's like, all right, we get it. You have curly hair, like, so we put it on a shirt, and you guys loved it. Yeah. So yeah, no, Wi-Fi is a person.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got that dry sense of humor, so that shirt. So whenever that shirt sold,
I have that shirt. Who has that? Get it? You have curly hair.
I know. We gave Adam a cut of the sales of the shirt. I said, Adam, we wouldn't have had it if you didn't say the size. So I said, we'll give you a little bit of something.
Yeah, we give him a little something when we sell those shirts.
St. Kitts too said hi all.
Hi. Someone's talking about Alikay being delayed due to COVID-19. Yeah, because our giveaway winners for Alikay still haven't received their stuff. Honestly, I don't know why we went through with the March Madness giveaways during this pandemic, even though we did. And like, I think unless people just haven't told us, I think for the most part everybody got everything besides like kind of like our last 2 giveaways. You know, that they're still a little finicky, and Alikay was one of them. When we had to reach out, we're like, you know, where is it? And they were like, you know, there's issues with shipping and all that kind of stuff. So like we're in touch with the winners and all that kind of stuff. But
I think it was like
it's hard.
A good feeling move. Like we felt like why cancel? Everything was being canceled. You know, I don't know, sports, NBA, NFL. I don't know what was being canceled, but sports were being canceled. The real
March Madness
got canceled. But I'm like, we're gonna still go through because it's like a feel good thing to do because all that was happening. So we did, but we didn't realize. The shipping and the companies and they're struggling and their help, the people that would pack them. So it's like a lot of, like I said, trickle down from this.
I mean, the company said like they haven't forgotten. So it's not like they're being like busted. Like it's like they're like, no, your orders are in. Like we know, like we have to ship to these people. It's just we can't like we can't do the shipping right now. And so it's just like okay, like so people haven't been forgotten about the winners of those. But
see, that's what we thought. Alicia said they brought people joy. So that's how we wanted to.
Here. She's so funny. Wisdom is better. Hi, Wisdom is better. She said everything but my bills were canceled. March sadness.
March sadness.
Canceling everything but these bills. You are so right.
AW said, do people recognize you in public from YouTube? When we go to New York.
Yeah. A few times in Connecticut. It's happened.
Yeah.
You might be in a store and be like, you know, I watch your YouTube channel.
Yes. When we went to go get Doggy at the pet store. There were people in there, and then after that they started really watching us, and then they saw when we showed Doggy the first time we had him and all that.
Yeah.
But definitely when we go to New York, like if we're walking down the street, people will stop in their turn and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I watch your videos," and so that's funny. But and then people know you. They knew you when you were not MADCURLS, when you used to work as a teenager in the grocery store, and they always encouraged you to start your own channel.
Yeah, well, that's how it happened. I think even one of my coworkers gave me like a mic or whatever, and he was like, okay, like here's how you kind of get started. Here's how you do it. So it definitely was them. I started on Snapchat, and then I went over to Instagram, and then I kind of went over to YouTube, but YouTube kind of died, and I stayed on Instagram. And then when I wanted to kind of reboot YouTube, I was like, you know, come do some videos with me, and then that's how MADCURLS started. But yeah, it did all start from my coworkers encouraging me to like get online and do something. So.
And then they even supported you when you brought me on the channel because we were starting to see like the age discrepancy out there on social media, you know, like Instagram and all that. Like when there were collabs we had, you would definitely get collabs by yourself. But once I got on the channel, that's when the collabs dried up because they didn't want the older person on the channel. I would say the first year of MADCURLS was the hardest.
Trying to get collabs and that kind of thing because the people ain't see the vision. The brands just didn't see the vision. It's like your audience isn't just younger people. If anything, it's like it's more mature women. That's what you said. You said the older women want with the Manny.
I said we have lived our lives, raised our kids. Now we have Manny to spend, and we're not afraid to spend it.
Yeah.
So they didn't see the vision. So that was really hard, and it's very ageist out there. You know that they just want youth. I understand that, but still, at the end of the day, I'm still there. Oh, wait, this is going on.
Look at that, the $2,000 stimulus checks, IRS phase 2.
Just dropped down. Little message. So, but now people like know us like as MADCURLS, and I still see how many collabs.
Girl, probably because you're too vocal, girl. They don't know what you're gonna say.
What?
Girl, they don't know what you're gonna say, girl.
Scandalous.
Scandalo. Women of a certain age got the Manny.
Right? That's what I said. And I said, and we bring in like 2 different audiences. And it's not necessarily that I bring in the older people and they're only like, they enjoy you. The older people, they kind of like treat you like as like the daughter. And younger people definitely love me and my wisdom tips and all that. So it's just like, I think like a well-rounded channel. And anyone who doesn't like understand that, like they don't see the vision of it. I really think that is a great thing to do, to have 2 different ages on the channel.
Hold on. Spence, did he have his lookie mat? Oh, okay.
Yeah, lovely tooth perspectives, lovely art said.
Hey, Diary said, I'm surprised everyone is buying hair products because I've been wearing a bonnet around the house for the past month.
Taylor, what are you eating? Faith Bland wants to know.
These are craisins. Craisins and popcorn. Craisins, popcorn,
Boom chicka,
and coffee.
Is it boom chicka pop?
Boom chicka pop.
276 people watching. Who in the world? Y'all come out the darkness into the
Come
marvelous light.
Say hi.
Come out and say hi. Just a little wave.
Just say hi.
As I always say in church, we won't embarrass you. We won't call out your name. And that's exactly what they do.
We just want to say hi.
So you come on out and get your shout out so we can say hi. Get to meet y'all.
I didn't even notice. 200. Hi guys. What's going on? Oh, some people have.
Okay, so if you're new, hold up a hand. So all right. Now
send a wave.
Yes, spell it phonetically if you want us to pronounce it right. Because the first one up, the PR Tangled Full. Okay. Hi.
There is a come out wherever
Jennifer
you are.
Joseph. Hi.
Isn't that a Wizard of Oz?
What's that?
The young lady who fell from
Little
a
wave.
star, right? Wizard of Oz.
Is it KMY? Yo.
Okay, LoriAnne's ignoring me.
Kara Mitchell. Wait, something about the Wizard of Oz.
Never mind, girl.
I'm calling out folks as waving girl. They want their shout outs.
Do they, girl? Is that what y'all want?
Girls and Curls are supporting. Said, yeah, it's my Curls fam.
So first of all, welcome. Hi.
It's Priyanka Singh.
Priyanka. Hey. S. Green. Hello from Virginia. Hi. Lily Blake.
Yeah, there's like
Who said story time, LoriAnne? Story time about what?
284 is rising now that we doing some shout outs. Who's here?
Do you have any more daughters or sisters? I'm the only daughter. It's just me.
Hey from Ohio, Carol Smith.
Be natural as me.
Welcoming people.
Curly Belmira David. Hi.
Wow. A lot of people.
This is more.
So what made y'all come on tonight? Because
Sorry,
nothing
going
else
on
to do.
here.
Everybody's being locked up and down. Those that normally wouldn't care about the natural hair community just came out to see what's going on here.
Anissa Taylor. Hi from, is it Guyana?
Guyana.
Wow.
Okay.
From New York? Yeah, where y'all from? Where y'all tuning in from? Hi from Barbados. Hi. Beatrice.
Okay. Oh, no.
Curly
From the
Delmira from the Netherlands. Wow. Hi.
Okay. Anybody from Perry? I was telling Tay today, I said she's not on this level yet. My bracelets all, and I would want new ones, but I'm too afraid to order them. Like, how's Perry doing? But anyway, these are all my little cute little bracelets I always wear that Tay got me for Christmas. And you're like, you never offered me any. I'm like, oh girl, no, you're not on this level yet.
I know, I was like, you never offered me, let me wear them bracelets.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
here's
no,
one, Carolina M. France.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is from
Isadora Lima, New York City.
Lay Interchangeable, they're called.
Deidre Bivens, my husband was like, you watching your girls. Miss Betta, Minnesota. Jabrina from Tampa, Florida. Faith Felder, Rhode Island.
So funny, like,
Colorado.
I don't know why we didn't see that, because here's ACR saying she has to finish watching my Curl Mix video. Yeah, we didn't even know that it was out there on that
Leah
channel.
Butler, Southern California.
I'm sure you pronounced her name right. Isadora, okay.
Yeah, Maryland. Andrea
Okay.
Tree from Maryland.
Oh,
I know.
I didn't know you were in Maryland. Okay.
Look at all the people from all the different places.
From Orange, Texas, is it Eldoris Finney?
Faith Bland, South Carolina.
Jessica Franklin said it snowed this week in my city. We heard it was going to snow tomorrow. Can you believe it's going to snow tomorrow?
Philly. Snow where?
You said it was going to snow here.
Oh, yeah. I saw like less than an inch or something.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. LoriAnne watching from Wisconsin. Ginger 0703 Abel.
Hannah B.
North Carolina. Love North Carolina. That's Diva.
Hannah
Juan.
B said, love you guys. Just sent a donation to your Cash App. Hope it helps. Hannah from Maryland. Thank you, Hannah.
Been snowing for 2 days. Be natural me said.
Eldoris Finney. Hey.
That's it. Eldoris? Is it Eldoris or Eldoris or Eldoris? From Las Vegas.
State New York. We got Kentucky.
Hair Girl Pam's from Las Vegas.
Oregon. So cool. All
right.
South Carolina. Have you ever been? We've been to South
Oh,
Carolina.
look at 291. Let's see, guys, if we can make. I was going to say, if we can make 300
Can we
and
get
then jump to 299.
Can we get 300?
Right.
Oh, there it goes. What's good? What's going on? You just popped in currently we're writing our location in the chat, where we're from. Where are you from?
Who's that?
We're tuning in from Connecticut. No, I'm saying the people that just came in.
I
Where
know.
are you from?
I know.
We got Tennessee. We got Morocco.
Hi, where's everybody from?
ATL.
Okay. Let's see how many
Cheryl
places
LG
we've
said,
been.
pull up a chair.
Kingston, Jamaica, Lily Blake said.
Wow.
Cheryl LG. Okay.
Kansas.
Newbie from Cali. What part of Cali? Is it Tiff-Taff?
Michigan, Alabama. Oh my goodness.
Pull up a chair, Cheryl said.
From Tennessee, but living in ATL, Lavender Life. Texas.
Kansas. Hello from Kansas, Tamara Brown.
Brooklyn, Latoya.
Michigan, Jaleesa Jones.
Alicia, Los Angeles.
Mobile, Alabama, Latrice Hubbard. Okay, Latrice, I never knew you were in Alabama. Lavender Life is Tennessee, living in Atlanta. Okay.
Tifftown said Oaktown. Where's Oaktown at?
Oaktown.
When are y'all coming to Boston? When the pandemic is over? I love Boston.
I love Boston.
Girl, you love Boston, girl?
Yes, I do.
Oh, like Faneuil Hall?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I love Boston. It's so historic.
Yeah. Remember the time I climbed all those stairs? What was it? That place we went to?
Oh,
it was very
Bunker Hill.
Oh my God.
Bunker Hill.
Guys.
From the Revolutionary War.
Yes.
Yeah. All them stairs. What was that? Was
I
that
never like
my
anything
fifth
to
grade
get the best
field
for
trip?
me. So I looked at it and it was just winding and winding and winding. I'm like, oh, I can do it. I can do. Oh my God, I did it, but oh my God,
That was a lot of stairs.
Yes.
Oh wow, Jessica Franklin said, when is lockdown ending in y'all's state? Since Trump made it each state's governor to decide.
Yeah.
Well, I know New York, we're not New York, but New York said they're going at least until May 15th. So I feel like kind of whatever New York does, Connecticut probably is going to follow suit. So I'm assuming May 15th at this point.
What do you think about that? Do you think it's too much, like too soon? Like, what's going to happen when everybody like gets together? Do you think it's safe enough to do that now? What do you guys feel about that?
What is the first thing you two are going to do after Corona? What's the first thing you're going to do, girl?
Let me think.
How do you eat at a restaurant?
Oh, it depends on what month it is. I don't know. I don't know, just to get out, just to breathe in the fresh air. You were planning trips. You were planning trips.
I'm planning trips.
Okay.
I sure am. And I've been saying restaurants.
Oh, yes, it did. Thank you. Just hit 301 Faith Plan said.
I want to sit down at a restaurant. I want to get some appetizers. I'm saying yes to everything. And that's what I'm excited for. And I guess just to be around people again. You know, see friends.
Okay, Leah Schwester, I don't think
Family.
it's a good idea. Thank Faith Felder said, I love you guys so much for just starting to experience with products. Thank you so much. I want to try and start a channel.
Fun.
Okay.
Do it.
They always just say, just do it. And we literally just do it on our cell phones, Apple cell phone. That's
Tree
it.
Hair said pedicures. And I know someone said it before, like, TaylorAnne, your nails are painted. Yeah, I painted my little nubs. My little nails.
It's like you have time to like do like fine tuning of things.
Yeah.
Like you could just kind of pay attention to the details now because we have nothing but time on our hands. We can just kind of like put ourselves under a microscope and see where areas of improvement and have time to improve.
Mag92 said, Umi, we've never been to Morocco. Never been to Morocco.
Oh.
Never been out of the United States.
Jessica Franklin said, no, I think it should open till 2021, to be honest.
Girl.
What did were you the one that showed me that about the Spanish flu, or did I see that myself, where it cleared up and then there was another huge wave of it that fall? So there's like round 2 in the fall. It's way too soon. I think it's way too soon. I wonder ever since that busted what was that thing, that protest, all those people that protest, and Trump is like letting go of the reins now because that is his base, I think. That, in my opinion, because the people were busted that did that in Michigan, you know, and so I think that's probably, he's pandering to that crowd right there.
I'm not getting my hopes up for anything. When they set us free, they set us free. I don't know. I'm not getting my hopes up for any dates that are given because it could be pushed out. So
Virginia
we'll just see.
is locked down till June 10th.
Okay.
It's going to rise again.
That's correct.
Oh, wow. So Cheryl said, my oldest is a senior, will miss prom and likely graduation too. Yeah. That's the only thing about that. So many things that people are going to miss, and people canceled weddings, and so many things were canceled. And
I know. And then people who are, you know, getting pregnant or who are having babies right now. Like, I wonder what it's like in the hospital. One of my coworkers, I think, just had a baby, and she was mentioning back even before school shut down that maybe her husband might not be able to come into the room with her or something like that. Like, if it was my first kid, even though it wasn't her first, I think it was like her third or something, or fourth. If it was my first kid and I was pregnant, like I had to do it alone, I would be so upset. I would be so upset.
Yeah, but I
like,
would
oh my gosh.
appreciate, I mean, I guess
I'd be terrified.
the sentiment of it was nice, but there was a woman that was pregnant and her husband had symptoms, and he didn't let the hospital know. And I guess at the time they weren't maybe doing the temperatures or something. This was like a few weeks ago I read this, and he went in there, and I think she got sick. I think that maybe the baby was okay, but she got sick. And so that was kind of like irresponsible. I understand like the love and wanting to be there and all that, but that was kind of like irresponsible. So,
What else is Andy? Who's Fauci? Who's F-A-U-C-I? She says people are saying Fauci should be
doctor for the CDC.
Who's he?
Doctor for the CDC.
Oh, they're saying he should be the sexiest man alive.
what?
He's like,
I think he'll be the Time Person of the Year.
Oh, probably.
Dr. Fauci. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who did they give it to last year that y'all weren't having it? Sexiest Person of the Year. I think it was John Legend, and y'all weren't having it.
Yeah.
Dr. Anthony Fauci. Okay, we're getting it more correct.
Somebody just DM'd Ari and said there are prints in Dubai.
They are a prince in Dubai. Don't fall for it.
Oh, okay.
Don't fall for
Oh,
it.
they are prints. Okay. Yeah, Jessica, we talked about that a little earlier. Dr. Oz, what kind of degrees? But anyway, aside from me and his degrees, Dougie, he's bringing out everything. He always goes into his room and brings out all of his junk.
He's grabbing his
Now he's
blanket
bringing
right
out
now.
blankets, anything for attention. He's starting the attention time now.
You know, Ed, I say John Legend is not sexy. He's cute. John Legend is cute, but I think maybe like personalities can make somebody.
Yeah, that was cringeworthy. It definitely was cringeworthy. We said because he's like minimizing people's lives. Like, you know, like it. First of all, I think he said that it didn't really affect kids, and if it did, like 1 to 3% would be affect. Like, it's still people's children.
The swab video is coming out tomorrow. Yeah. He got children. Where his kids at? He's sending them back to school? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Anybody that's watching, this is day 3, Suave. Yes, I was talked into it. Yes, I liked it. I said, I'm just kind of like funny like that. I'm just a whole like dichotomy of myself. I love it. It was great, fantastic, all that. I know I'll just never reach back for it strictly because of the name of it, Suave. I'm like, oh, Suave. But yes, I have to say,
What's a swab?
fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah, it really was. This is day 3 now, but yep. Similar to Cantu Activator, because I used I did it as a one and done. What did I use? It's like that. It was curl defining.
Curl defining cream.
Yeah, in the big bottle, and it was to me a little bit more moisturizing and airy and softer than Cantu. But I will always still reach for Cantu because
Oh, it's Fauci. What was I saying?
Fauci.
Fauci?
I know it looks like Fauci. Fauci. Okay.
Fauci?
That's why we say phonetically spell stuff.
Phonetically spell stuff.
Oh, wow. She said, Chocolate Peanut said, my friend is due any day now. She will have to give birth alone.
Aww.
Yeah. I know. Everybody just stepped up to the plate doing a whole lot of things.
Ooh, Felicity said Dubai is fining people $100,000 for being outside without a permit.
What
They
country-
are on lockdown.
What country was beating the living daylights out of people?
Was it the Philippines?
Ruthless.
Maybe it might have been the Philippines.
Yeah, they were
You're
not
laughing.
They were not having it. I mean, seriously. I'm like, that's how you handle business because when
No,
they
it's
say flatten the curve,
not.
they mean flatten the curve.
Girl, no, it's
Okay,
not.
no, I know. But yeah, they were not playing over in the country. When they say stay tail home, that's what they mean.
That's what they mean.
Because some people just don't get the message, the memo. I don't understand what staying at home. People don't get. Just stay at home. Just stay at home. And people are really struggling with that.
Correction, it was India.
Okay, was it India? Okay. Shannon Collins says, love my wash and go. What do you have in your hair? India, okay.
way too quiet.
I who do they think has $100,000? Probably not a lot of people. So if you don't have it, don't go outside. Probably not a lot of people.
Cheryl said, Mama Lori is savage. I try not to be. But, you know, I'm like, well, that's, you know, they said stay home. Oh, natural water birth. Okay.
Girl, people have been saying you're a savage for years, girl.
Girl, I know. I try to play coy and deny it. But actually, I'm quite proud of my reputation. And I always say people either like me, or they hate me. If there really is no happy medium. And I'm okay with that. I'm content with that. It's been my life story. People just like, when they love me, they love me. Like, there is no other, like, oh my God, we love her. And then people that are just like she is not. I was going to get a
not
t-shirt.
my cup of tea.
Power and Black said, I'm not for everyone. Definitely I'm going to get that one.
Don't be for
I'm not everybody's
y'all.
cup of tea.
I'm not for everybody. Sending all admiration and affection.
First year of quarantine.
Puerto Rico, you need to be home by 7 p.m. If not, $1,000 fine.
Wow. How do they enforce that though? How can they enforce
Slapping
these
you
things?
with a ticket, right?
Yeah, but like, I mean, you can't get blood from a turnip. So we're all turnips right now. Okay, so how can you enforce that?
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm just asking for a friend.
I don't know about this whole idea. What do you guys think of this whole idea of them letting people out of prison? I read they let somebody out and the next day he
murdered somebody.
Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized left and right, girl. Can
Oh
we
my
say the M
God.
word?
I know, we're not supposed to say that word.
Now
Now you're definitely gonna get this video.
no, I'm joking. But yeah, he went out and he off somebody like after they let him out. I don't understand. Like, they could get it out here as well as they could get the virus in there. So why are they letting people out? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is the point of that? Open up the gates and let everybody just fly free.
I mean, maybe it's for people who are on like lesser charges that may have been like ridiculous in the first place, but for other people who are like doing some serious time for some serious crime, like you're just letting them out. I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Don't understand it, because you could definitely get it in there and you could definitely get it out here. So why are you letting them out here?
Oh my gosh, guys. LoriAnne, please. I have seen more people telling me to do a story time. My brain doesn't work that way. Like, story time.
Story times are spontaneous.
Yeah, like I'm talking and then all of a sudden something will trigger in my mind something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I'll tell you something. But to just say, okay, I've got a story time. Unless like I think of something as I'm talking, because my mind is always working on, a mile hours. What is it?
A minute.
A minute, yeah. I'm watching Doggy. But I can't, because it's like put on. I think that's when we first started going live, we would do story time.
And they were always about me.
And it was always kind of like the attraction, like come to story time, come to live, we have a story time. So week after week, we would do that. How long did that last before? First of all, you got mad because all my story times were based on your childhood or your teenagehood. And you're like, you're making me seem like a delinquent kid.
I was like, I wasn't a delinquent. And so I was like, switch the story time.
Yeah.
Like, and
yeah, so.
Because people were like, no, TaylorAnne was a piece of work. Like, no, I wasn't. I had a few moments. Guys, what were some of like the favorite story times? Like, I know the highway one was always a favorite. The me running down the
I know, which is the favorite story time.
Yeah, what was some of the favorite story times?
No way. Jessica said, did you hear when they open restaurants back up, waiters have to wear masks? Like, would you feel comfortable seeing your Absolutely not. That to me would just
I was like, wait, why are we still doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Because then they go back into the kitchen to dry. Because I know when I'm wearing one, like I have to every now and then turn. And like I told you, I take my pocketbook and have to take it off and take like a deep breath of air because I can't breathe. They're very, very restricting and oppressive. I can't breathe. So I can just imagine him in the back, like taking it off, carrying my plate of food. Oh, no, 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 no. If we still have to take those measures, then don't open up the world yet. I can't do that.
Oh my gosh. Those ones are the dentist one, the intwistles.
Oh, the dentist. I know. And since then, I haven't found a dentist. And now, like, how do you find one at a time like
TaylorAnne
this?
and her busted date, you like what you see, guy. That was awful.
What do people do for dentists? Can you still go to the dentist?
Story about checkers.
Probably not story of choice tonight. Okay.
The Facebook police one. Oh my gosh, you guys remember all the stories.
Oh, checkers.
Tell us again about when Taylor runs in the woods and loses her heel. By Steve Madden heels.
She was running down I-95, which was a major throughway in Connecticut. It wasn't in the woods, if only. It was you just jumping out.
Because you pulled over on the side of the highway.
Yes,
and
because
you
I
were
was
gonna
whipping tail that day. Yes, I was.
And I jumped out the car.
Yes.
And ran for my life.
And I was just the two of us.
Someone said I thought you were a good girl. I was.
She
See,
was.
this is why I said the
Yeah.
story times must stop. I was like, because people think I was some delinquent child, and I wasn't. I
Yeah.
had a few moments. I had a few moments in high school.
They were
but-
so minor compared to what I hear out there, and even during that time, what I heard out there. But I think because of the kind of mother that I am, like I am no nonsense. I don't play. So even innocent kind of like teenage things, nothing to me is innocent teenage. Everything was like Like I always said I'm raising a lady. I am raising a lady here. Like we're not oh no, you're not doing that kind of stuff. At the time I didn't know the word busted, but I was like, oh no, you're not acting busted like that. No. But at the time I was like, I'm raising a lady, and I don't care what anybody else is doing. You are not doing that. So that was the raising. But no, she was an excellent child, but it was the things, even when she kind of tried to sort of poor little thing, try to be cool and
great.
try to go off the beaten path. I was reining her back in because I was having none of that. And ta-da, this is the product.
Someone said the middle finger story had me dying.
Oh gosh, right? That was horrible. The story when they wanted to see her edges in my teeth like a show horse. Guys, you guys have been here since day one. Yeah, we have had plenty of stories.
Can you explain the big nose that is talked about sometimes?
Okay, all right.
That came about
Mm-hmm.
when we first started the channel.
Yes.
And we had to work out the money situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
So it was mother and daughter.
yes.
And your name was on the channel. This channel used to be It's TaylorAnne. And then when I came on, like as a guest spot one time, people liked me so that I stayed. But then, even though we were mother and daughter, like business is business, money is money. And so I'm just like, okay, this is not a volunteer thing. And so she was getting money. So we had to figure out a way how we were going to. I don't even think at the time the channel was even like monetized because you only had 1,000 views. You have to at least be up to 10,000.
10,000. Yeah.
before
So
you
I
can
only had like
monetize
10.
it.
No, sorry, I already had 1,000 subscribers. I
Right.
think. And
So
you
I
need
don't know what the
10,000 to monetize.
discrepancy was.
Well,
in the
I remember
beginning.
it was a Bounce Curl collab.
Okay.
$50. It wasn't even that deep. It was $50. Wasn't that deep. But the $50 came in the house, and I think I needed it for a car payment, so I just assumed I would get the $50 because I needed to pay my car payment. And you were kind of like, well, this is not how this works. Like, we did the video together. 25 of that is mine. Now, if you need to borrow it, basically you ask, but you don't just assume
Right.
but like you get the whole thing.
It was like literally like the first week.
$50,
And we had
guys.
to recruit Spencer at the time. Jay was here. We had to recruit him. We needed to have everybody's input because we were really slamming doors, running, crying, not speaking. Was that the day you jumped in the van and went to the mall? You needed to think it, clear your head.
I left the house. God, jumped in the car, like left. Over $50.
Over $50. We had to split it. So we are like.
Yeah.
So I think at the time Spencer said, "This is not looking good at all. Like your
Yeah.
future is going to be gone. Like if you
Literally,
guys are acting like
it was
this."
day 2 of us switching the channel to Mad Curls. Like the Mad Curls name was on it.
Because
Day two.
First it was It's TaylorAnne, and then when I started coming on, then she let me bounce in with my name, and it's LoriAnne. So
Yeah.
it's TaylorAnne and it's LoriAnne, and so that was cute. I would like bounce in, my name would bounce in, and then I'm like, then after that I started like waking up. I got woke, and I'm like, wait a minute. I want to be a part of this. I'm like, I don't like the LoriAnne, like too, like an afterthought. I said, I want to be a part of the name. So that's when we came up with MADCURLS. How we came up with it, I don't know.
Don't know where it came from. Yeah,
but I want to be more represented, and I want to be more representative of the channel. So I said, so we came up with Mother and Daughter Curls, the acronym for MADCURLS. So that stuck. We loved it. Then we had this great big collab. There's a video.
Right, collaboration giveway.
Collaboration.
Yeah,
Throwing
Mad Curls. Yep.
confetti, and that was like the kickoff. So we did that. But when we first came on the channel, before all of that name change and all that, yes, we did get the Bounce Curl collab. Hi, baby. And then we did, I think we did like rock and masks and all that.
Yeah.
But you got the money, and you were so used to getting those because you were, again, youth. Always social media, reaching out for youth. So you were used to getting all those collabs. But now that I was included in the video, I like the companies that at the beginning, and Jane Carter is one of them. And so that's why we always love Jane Carter, because she we did a whole video. She understood the mother and daughter thing, and we even like kind of like got on her page for Mother's Day. And then it was really exciting because we went to New York one time to Ricky's in New York, and there was a great big TV playing, and on the TV was MADCURLS, our video from Jane Carter. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
So I was saying all that to say.
So yeah, it was like a collab. We did a Bounce Girl video.
Okay, right.
We got $50, and 25 of it was yours.
You were just so,
and I didn't see it that way. I thought basically you were just happy to have a little gig, a little job, a little whatever. You were just happy to be on the videos, and I didn't know nothing about no splitting no money. And you were like wait kind of thing. Like 25 of it is mine. So there was like a whole crying thing, and
so then we told the story one time. And I said that we worked it all out. We said one thing we don't do, like in the comments, we can take anything. But one thing we will not answer or address or take or appreciate is anyone like coming for our relationship. Like, let us sort it out. We don't like sometimes when people say like, Taylor, show more respect for your mother. Or, you know, I don't like the way LoriAnne did that, say that to TaylorAnne. Like, let us sort out our mother and daughter thing because we understand each other. Mm-hmm. So there might be like a day where we're having a bad day and she might say something short. Like, I don't care. That's all right because we both give as good as we get. So we don't like people with a magnifying glass watching our relationship, planting seeds, starting trouble, stirring the pot. Like mind your business in that area because we're mother and daughter and we work it out. So we said that this is going good. We're doing this. We've been doing this for 2 years now. We sorted out, get the money. Everything's going good. I said, but there will be one day when you get married. I said, and that's when I said, then you'll have a great big nose husband, because you know how I talk. So that just kind of like came out, and you guys loved it. I told the whole story about the big nose husband, that he'll be there, and I said, and then he'll be like, and I'll call her up, and I'm like, hi, you know, whoever's name is so-and-so, can I speak to Taylor, please? And he'll say, oh, she's in the room right now. I'm like, okay, because, you know, like, we're going to, like, talk like MADCURLS business. He's like, oh, like, he's like going to be all in it. And I want to talk to my daughter. And I said, it's going to be the big nose husband, all that. Now he'll be like, now what's going on here? Like the money, like mind your business, sir. Nothing has to do with you. Okay, the MADCURLS was here before you ever came. It has nothing to do with you. So I said, but one day there'll be a husband that's going to want to know about the finances, about MADCURLS. And I said, it has nothing whatsoever to do with him. So that's how I think that was one story time one night.
And you said you just wanted to make sure like no big nose husband would ever like come between you basically and your half of the money, like, or something like that. Like,
because one time you were seeing somebody, and guys, he had already designed a channel. I was out the channel. Remember, what did he call it? He wanted to name it what?
What was it like?
He had already taken me out the picture.
Yeah, because he knew I had a channel, and he was like, oh, like, you know, maybe one day we could have like a couples channel or something like that. And like you were out the picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember I said no because he gave it a name. He had already had this in his mind because he had a channel. He kept like putting up shingles. He kept trying to start a YouTube career. He kept putting up, he had like 3 or 4 channels already, and it wasn't taking off. So I think he latched onto you as if you had a lot of numbers, but you had more than he did.
Yeah.
All he had was just repetitious channels that were just flopping. So then he's like, we should start a channel. And what was the name of it?
Wait, it was Jay and Tay.
It was Jay and Tay.
And you were like, in May?
In May.
In May?
Yeah, so there'll be no Jay and Tay. Oh, like, he didn't even know you like a month, and he already was going to hang up a shingle, Jay and Tay. I think not. No. That won't be happening. So, problematic. I said, this is what happens. I said, in the future, I said, if we don't start like nailing this stuff down now, like it's fine, like mother and daughter, like I know where to find her. I know she knows where to find me. Like you always get your
They're ready to kick mama out, girl.
Yeah.
He's ready.
I wasn't having it. I was not having it. Hi, Matiqua. Jay and Tay. I'm weak. That was very busted, right? Is it Nacy? Nacy? 123. All right, so this was the busted lipstick I got today. Like if I push it up too much, I know it's like not my color, but of course I turn everything into matte stone, so it had a little potential because it's like really, really warm. Like that, like it's like a color like I normally would never wear, but I turned it into matte stone anyway because everything goes with matte stone. But the lipstick popped out when rolling on the ground. I couldn't believe it. So if stores were open, I would go marching right back in tomorrow. That'll be my Saturday chore. Back to Sephora.
I know. So now like
but
returns.
Now I'm stuck with it.
Are stores even doing returns? Isn't that kind of like not like Germany, but like Germany, like it gets sent to somebody. And then, like, I'm sure stores aren't doing online returns.
Okay, Nacy. Okay. Yes, you got it. Yeah, I know. I would say like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not asking you to send stuff back.
Right. It almost has to be almost like your word of honor. They have to kind of like believe what you're saying, because who'd want a lipstick back at a time like this?
Yeah.
That'd be the last thing I'd want back. But it's the last thing I wanted today was a lipstick that popped out and fell to the ground. The last thing I wanted. Wow, 319 guys.
Lavender Lip said,
here?
Usher fired his mom and always regretted it. LOL. He came out with the song Papers. Is that song about him firing his mom? I had to hear that song again. I remember it was like I'm ready to sign. I had to hear that song again. Papers. I don't remember the song Papers.
Okay. Returns like obsolete in stores. Really? So you're not stuck with the junk when you get it. I mean, everything is not successful, so you get it. Like, I always want the freedom to return stuff. And I think Nordstrom tried to pull that little stunt. I'm like, I told them one time, I'm like, this is not like Target. I'm like you would take, like they started this like locking down like no more returns. Or I hate it when they started doing this, you got 7 days. I need a whole lot more than 7 days to decide if I want to keep something or not. Because when times get hard, sometimes it could be 2 or 3 months. So I'm like, okay, do I really need them? No, I didn't many more than I needed. This is going back to the store. So I think they probably locked down for people like me, where, you know, people take things back after 2 or 3 months when they get broke and they need their money back. I'll take a pair of twist over shoes back to the store. I need money for my impulse shopping days. I'm like, no, these are going back. But yeah, no, so now they're not.
Jim Loves Nail Polish. I thought the song Papers was about divorce too. He's talking about he's ready to sign them papers. I thought it was about divorce too.
Returns are delayed, Elfrida said. I'm hoping like when everything opens up that they will have like a grace period. Like, you know, at Christmas time, they will, normally they give you 7 days, 2 weeks, no more than 30 days to return things that you get. But at Christmas time, they will give you like the window from October to like February to return things during that time, no matter when you bought it, because they know people buy things for gifts in October, for Christmas, and, you know, all of that. So I'm hoping that when everything opens up, they'll say there is no limits to returns, because we all set up in the house. This thing would have definitely gone back tomorrow. But I mean, when's the world going to open up, and when can I return this? So I think that they will do that.
Hi, doggy. What's going on, boo-boo?
Aw.
Hi, baby.
Lift them up because Gammy said she was going to watch it. She wants to see Doggy.
Oh, okay. Come here, boo-boo.
My mother might be watching. I don't think my mother knows how to work the
He has your
chat
sock.
part. Here's my
Dogginess,
what?
Come here.
Here's my sock.
He's backing away. He doesn't like to be captured.
He's like, I said no pictures, please. No pictures.
Doggy, come here right now. Come here. Come here. See, I wish I had a treat. I don't have anything to go. Come here. Treat. Treat.
Oh, the grocery stores aren't doing returns. Oh, so
He's just staring
so
at
what
me.
happens if you have something from the grocery store? There have been times that something smells funny or looks funny, whatever, that you have to bring it back. But like Adam got milk the other day, and like in the second day he had it, it smelled extremely sour. So I don't know whether it was like sitting out someplace else, and maybe, you know how sometimes they tell you to take it back and put it back. They'll say, so can you come and get this milk, and I take it back. But sometimes people just don't like put things back right, and so he just ended up just pouring it down the drain.
It's coming over to your side. I felt him go under my feet.
Doggy, where are you?
Doggy, come here, boo-boo.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Well, I didn't think about it. I saw it. I didn't know. I mean, I was aware of it, but I really didn't think of the importance of it until my Jeep, until that $6,000. Doggy insurance. I didn't know, like medical insurance, because I would never want to make that decision if you got something, and could I afford to get it fixed? I mean, I would be devastated. So I did not know that they had insurance that they will cover anything medically with him. And I said, I think that's a very good idea. Does anyone have a pet, and has anyone invested in something like that? And what do you guys think about that? It would be $40 a month.
Which is cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to like a super expensive
Yeah.
procedure or whatever could happen.
Because, you know, you wouldn't want somebody, what if you break like his little leg or something, and then he's like limping around here, and that could be $1,000 to fix his leg. Like, it's just, you just never know. Insurance, like, it's insurance, like with anything. You can't say something's definitely going to happen, but then you kind of don't want to be prepared if something does happen.
Nisi123 said, I'm curious, LoriAnne, what is your opinion on dating younger men? I don't think I could be with someone over 4 years younger than me.
Yeah, no, I had no desire. I always dated people that were older than me. Oh, always 10 years or more. Jay, my husband, by name now at this point, is 10 years on a good month. It's 11 years older than me. So because I always felt like I felt like I was like sheltered growing up, and I felt like I wanted that protection kind of someone that kind of like knew more than me. And I think that's good, but I think it ended up being problematic. I think like there's so much more to the problem than just like divorce and breaking up and splitting up. It's not just like one thing. It's a lot of things that work towards that. But I think because I was so young when he met me, and I didn't know enough, and that might be attractive. Men like kind of like taking and protecting. I think they like that. But I think as you get older, you grow into yourself. Like I'm 52 now. Like I'm not 22 anymore. I'm not that young child that got married that he looked out for, and I like I was googly-eyed and starry-eyed, and like everything he said was like the gospel. Like, no, I have opinions and I have thoughts of my own, and I'd like to share them. And I think maybe that becomes uncomfortable because that's not the person that he married, someone that has like a lot to say and a lot of opinions and stuff. And so that's unfortunate. I think you outgrow each other, and it's so unfortunate. So but I still say I said the next stop now, I'm 52, Jay would miss it. I said, I'm looking for somebody with 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the grave. I said, I got to go up a notch then. I need somebody now that got to be a little bit more mature, because I can't have no midlife crisis type folks now, okay, trying to find themselves, in their 60s. Like, I can't deal with that, because I feel like I experienced that a little bit. So I need somebody that's past that now, and now settling on home for the home stretch. So any like 70 on up now. Seriously.
Girl, stop playing.
I'm dead serious.
Stop playing.
I'm dead serious, because now like this is 60 to the new 40, so Jay might think he's 40, and I try to act accordingly. And so I need somebody who's outgrown that now. Okay, I need somebody that's settling on in now.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Okay.
Who's that, 70 though?
Yeah.
I cannot. I cannot.
Right? Thank you, EGB. All the support. They all clap now. Okay. Yes.
TaylorAnne, what's your dating range? Never younger. Absolutely never
no, you
younger.
are adamant.
I'm adamant. There was a guy in college. He was 13 days younger than me, and I was just like, no, I can't. Only 13 days. Nope. I was like, I can't do younger ever. So, and the oldest,
I'm saying
I go.
I'm 56. My husband is 72. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, I'm 26. Probably the oldest I'd go would be like 34, 35 maybe. Like, yeah. But no, never younger. Never ever younger. I can't. Or usually 13 days. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's psychological. It makes me feel like I'm babysitting. I don't know why that is, but that's just how I feel.
And I also would have to have the maturity of someone that could understand my MS and my mobility and my limitations. Okay, I can't have somebody seriously who's trying to have a midlife crisis and trying to do all of these things. Okay, and don't have the patience to deal with that. So I think that's painful as well. That I thought that like we would be even at some point. I felt like I always was going to be problematic. So when my husband got sick and he got cancer, I felt I always knew like he was a go-getter and everything. And I was delighted that he was healed from that. But I felt like now we were kind of like on even playing field, because I was 10 years younger than him, but I had MS, so it kind of like balanced it out, I felt. And but it didn't, because of that. Then I started thinking he saw his mortality and he wanted to keep living more. So I definitely would need somebody that could understand and can kind of like shelter me and baby me and understand and not put pressure. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go on a cruise. I want to go. I can't do all of that. I don't want to do all of that. And so I'm okay and I'm content. To just be a little bit more settled. And so I need someone that's going to be older, settled, and just appreciate they got a young woman. Let me be some arm candy. Okay, I don't mind being anybody's arm candy, because I'm 52, but I definitely don't look it. So just somebody to appreciate that, and just be so grateful to have somebody 20 years younger than them. I want somebody like that, and so that's what I'm looking for. I'm just honest. I'm just telling it like it is. That's what I'm looking for. So I could weed them out quick. I don't have to spend a whole lot of time. I could see it in their eyes and their face and in their voice. And, like if they're like getting a little dry when I say that, I have an illness or whatever, they get a little quiet. Okay, well, you're not for me. Okay, that's all right. Everybody's not for everybody.
I always thought that maybe if I started looking in like the 30-year range, like 30, 31, 33, maybe like those men would be a little bit more mature, but I found that age doesn't define maturity at all. You could meet a 35-year-old man who acts like an 18-year-old, like who's not ready for anything at all. So, I mean, age don't mean much.
Yeah, you need a 70-year-old.
I need LoriAnne's confidence. Don't we all? Don't we all?
You know, guys, it comes with age. It really does come with age. Like you've been through it all. You bust it. What are you doing? Doggy, what are you doing? No, that's why like there's never any like mysteries. I don't like when people just kind of like can't speak it, and then they lead you. You're led into what's that word I'm looking for? Like primrose light. Like you thought it was one thing. No, I'm just gonna be completely honest. That way people can never say, oh, I didn't know that's what you. I make it very, very clear. As a matter of fact, with my husband, I made it very clear on the very first date. I told him that I want to be a stay-at-home mother. I didn't want to work, and I want to stay home and raise my kids. And so this was very clear. I said it from day one on the date. Years later, of course, when things get ugly, he's like, I know you didn't think you were going to stay home for the rest of your life. Yeah, I did, because I told you that the very first day. I absolutely did. I said, because once I raise my kids, now I want to enjoy my life, you know, because I've done my job. I've raised my kids. That's why we got married. I had kids. I did my share of it. I raised the kids, and I raised them very well, okay, very well. And so got two college graduates, and I'm working on one. Spencer went to the military, served there. I mean, I raised very good kids. I stayed at home. I was hands-on. And so, yes, I definitely did think I was like, now I raised my kids. I did my job. You wanted a career, so you're still working. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But I'm done. Like, now I want to rest. Now I want to knit, crochet, quilt, go to stores. You know, I want to like enjoy my life because now I'm settling into my life because my kids are raised. Now I'm just like, wait for my grandkids. But not for 1 second ever did I say I was going to go out and work to do what exactly? Because I stayed home, so I didn't have like computer experience. I didn't have any sort of experience to go into the work world. What in the world am I stepping into the work world at 50 years old when I never went to the work world before? It was completely unreasonable. It was a lie when he said, I know you didn't think that. Yeah, I did think it because we discussed it over and over and over again that once I raise my kids, then now it's my time. Okay, so I'm not that commercial like it's my time. Like they always say, it's your time now. Now it's my time. So yeah, that's exactly
Nanny
what I
Diary
thought.
says, well, that's deep for a first date. I don't think so. These days, not so much a date, but just kind of like a conversation. I feel like that's not deep. I've had conversations with men before, and they've mentioned whether they want kids, whether they want to get married. I feel like those are kind of good things to kind of know out the gate, and some just share it right up front. So I don't think nowadays that's too deep.
It wasn't deep at all.
Just,
it was so not deep.
We're like mid-20s now. Some people are moving on into their 30s. Like I don't think that's deep kind of for a first conversation. Like what are you looking for?
That's why I don't understand people today, the dating and the texting and everybody just being so ambivalent to make commitments and stuff. You have to kind of like speak what you want and let people know, be very upfront about what you want, not play. I don't believe in playing games. I believe in being completely honest. That way you can walk away from the day and say, okay, no, she wants too much. She tried to like shackle me down, commitment, no. But what ended up happening was he lived in California at the time and I lived in Connecticut. So then he was on a business trip. He went upstairs to the hotel room where his business trip partner was and told him to come on downstairs and meet his future wife. So it wasn't deep at all. You have to know your audience. And he was 10 years older, don't forget. So he should have been ready to go down the aisle at any point. And so he went upstairs, and the guy that was up there with him is who I named my son after, Spencer. His business partner was named Roy Spencer, so I took his last name and named my firstborn because he was like his first friend that I met. And so
Carol Smith said, not first date thought. Not that you're sitting down with the person you're on a date with saying, look, I want to marry you, I want to have your kids, but you're just letting, like, it's like a conversation. Like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a good time? Or are you looking for to get married, looking for kids? Like, what are you looking for? So I think that's normal kind of conversation. Like,
we were eating. I remember I was eating red snapper, and
Were
it
you?
was it was, and it was like in this restaurant, and it was like this. It was like this big novelty thing where 1 minute you sitting here in the restaurant, and by the time you finish, the restaurant like kind of slowly turned the whole time, and you're experiencing. It was like Stamford, Connecticut, and it was like this turning thing that turned. And so I remember sitting there, and we were saying, and I was saying, hold on, just saying what I keep forgetting.
The conversation that you had.
Yeah, so it was like a
your
very
first date.
easy conversation. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, okay, these are my rules. This is what I
Right,
want.
it has to flow. It like
you guys,
flowed.
you know I'm a talker.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how we rounded around to that, got around to that of like what I was looking for. But it wasn't anything complicated.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like I'm locking you down. It was just that I share my life. I say my life is an open book. I share all aspects of it. I'm very free in my language and my talk. So how we got on that, because I said the last thing you do, I've always said, it's my opinion, I said the last thing you do is tell a man like you want to get married because God forbid, you know, they want to commit, you know. So yeah, I was very free with it because it wasn't to me. I wasn't trying to get anyone down the aisle. I didn't know that I was speaking his language at that point. I was just saying what I wanted.
Yeah, the JOA said he was like-minded. That's why.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to nail him down because if he didn't like it, nobody said. I didn't know that man from Adam on that first date. My mother introduced us, so I was just talking freely, and so it wasn't even like really trying to get a husband. My mother wanted me to do it, and she said like don't like back out of it because I was sick and tired of her like setting me up with people, so I really didn't want to do it. But she said it was in the business world, like please like do this like for her. So okay, so then I went out and I did that. So if anything, I was trying to like almost like sabotage myself, though I wasn't. So my kind of conversation wouldn't be encouraging anyone.
Mia said grown conversation.
Grown folk.
And there's actually 2 Carol Smiths in the room. That's so funny. But the other Carol Smith said it's absolutely necessary to be able to have those conversations. People are too superficial these days. Yeah, like you want to sit across the table and so what's your favorite color? So
Yeah.
da-da-da-da. Like we're too old for that now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is your mom still alive? If so, what's her feelings about him now? She absolutely adored my husband, and it was very, very difficult for her to the point where me and her fell out for a very long time because she almost sided with him, not about the right and wrong of the relationship, but the fact that she could not let go. She could not let go. And I thought that it was just being very two-faced from my mother. Like, how can a mother still reach out to someone that hurt me so bad? And I just didn't understand it. And so for the longest, we did not talk because she just couldn't let go. And she was still calling him, and she was still you know, Facebook guys can tear up relationships, whether it's mother, daughter, sister, brother. I mean, Facebook is a killer, okay? And I was constantly seeing her liking things. And I'm like, how in the world can you like things of him in Colorado? Ma, he left me. Okay, how can you still like things? Like, please stop doing it. But I couldn't get it through her. I couldn't get it through her head because she loved him so much. She just loved him. She never saw it coming. And I feel bad for her that she had to see what she had to see, because never in her life would she have ever thought that like her Jay, like she thought he was everything. You know, and so I have to say, whether she wants to or not now, she's doing it for me. I know it breaks her heart that she can't talk to him or whatever, but that's the stipulation. You talk to him, you don't talk to me, period. I just said I couldn't take it. My nerves can't take it. Like, where is the loyalty?
All she wanted was loyalty.
Guys, I say it for a reason, because there never really is any. Not in my family, there wasn't. So no, I have to make that stipulation.
AW, no, LoriAnne has never set me up on a date.
You won't let me.
Girl, you don't know nobody. Who you know?
No, there have been times I try to encourage you, but you're like, no, Mom, no.
Not doing that. Not doing that.
Our taste is different at times, right?
At times.
Yeah, not really all the time. No.
Yeah.
I tell her now, like, does he got a daddy? She finds somebody.
Girl, we about to put you to bed soon.
I know, it's about that time, guys.
AW come with all the questions.
Right. Dougie, what are you doing? You got yourself up there now, you can't get down?
He can get down.
You can get down. You still have the confidence. Come on down. You can get down. Come on, good boy.
There he is.
There you go. There you go, baby. Okay. My mom started a dating profile for me. Definitely. Oh, my type. Like, what's your type? What's my type? My type's older, definitely. Loyal. That's what I seriously would be. Someone has got to be loyal.
Definitely.
I just explained, you know, what loyalty means to me, because to me some of this stuff is no brainer, and you have to kind of like hold hands and walk people through what loyalty means. And so my mother one time said to me, Lori, loyalty means two different things. I'm like, Mom, loyalty is loyalty. There is no gray area for loyalty. It's either black or white.
Someone said, look wise, your type.
My type look
Yeah,
wise.
do you have a look?
My husband's look is always kind of like that type. Always like I'm a tall.
Doggy?
What's that noise?
I don't know. I was trying to go up the stairs.
Did you fall?
You okay? Come here.
Where's Spencer?
Oh, okay, he doesn't want to be babied. Okay, he backed away.
Tall, kind of a little on the heavier side. Brown skin to dark skin. Basically, and definitely older. So, yes. Right.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, right.
Definitely taller than me, but I'm 5'1", so that's not really hard. Definitely taller than
Tall,
me.
dark, and handsome. Okay.
I don't know, because I don't really have, I feel like a type, even though if you look at people who I've dated, I probably have a type. But I guess when I'm kind of like seeing like how I want to date, I don't really have a type. So I don't just come out the gate and say I only want to date black or only want to date white. Like I found like when I started like dibbling and dabbling and dating again, like I wasn't really looking for a type, just kind of like if we had anything in common or like whatever, if I thought they were cute no matter like what race they are. But I definitely tend to get like tall.
She does. They say she's
Black
so much
men.
taller than 5'1".
Yeah, I'm 5'1". My license says 5'2". I'm 5'1". But I do find I like dating somebody who is black just because like we understand the culture. So because like I'm black, they're black, like we have that like cultural thing in common. I like that. Doggy.
What do you like? You said
Dating black men.
Yeah.
Because of like the culture. We can relate like culturally wise.
I like them all. My friends say I'm gonna marry a white man.
What about career wise? As long as they're established, like I don't look for someone like I want them to have this career. I mean, if they have a career and they're established, cool.
Loyalty is hard to find for both men and women these days. What does loyalty look like to you guys? Am I over the top requesting loyalty the way that I do, or what is loyalty to me? If you're not for me, then you're against me. Like I feel like I want somebody in my corner to feel solidly like someone is in my corner. Do I go overboard asking for that? I want someone to have my back. If someone says, like, that takes a misstep with me or whatever, I would want my man to say, like, that's not tolerated. I remember one time being at a church, and this guy, Jay and I went to the...
You can keep talking.
Okay. Jay and I went to the church. He was on a business trip, and the Sunday school teacher was very, very nasty. And I was really, really upset. And so I came home from church and put it on Facebook. I didn't put the man's name there, but everybody who knew me and knew the church knew who I was talking about. And when Jay was on the business trip, he saw it. He saw the problem that I had at the church. And to me, like, anybody that would have loved me would have said, wait a minute, like, called me up and said, wait, what went on? And would have handled it even from afar. But he's like, oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was wondering what happened. Like, he didn't like reach out and try to protect me or anything. And it was like things like that I felt like I had to go through a lot of my marriage, always defending, backing up the kids, backing up me, always protecting, because it wasn't in his nature and his temperament. So I think I would look for someone that really knew how to support and really knew how to protect in that way, and wouldn't be like, I think he just always wanted to be liked by everyone. He has to always be the good guy, the nice guy. He never wanted to misstep because he always wanted to be liked. And I'll tear it up. I don't care. Like you hurt my family members, I'll defend you till the death. All right. I don't care about being liked, you know. And so, but I think it was always like I was always sacrificed for his being liked. He wanted to kind of like separate. My personality, I think, was too much. He didn't go about business the way that I did. I tell it like it is, and I will tell you off if you hurt somebody in my family. And he just kind of like never had that in him. And I demand that now. I will never ever settle for less than that now. I definitely, especially now with my illness and all that, and I'm not as much as I once was. I know, like I act like I am on live and I come to life and all that, because like I basically, there's a part of me that still is like that. But in the real world, I really hold and fold. I really kind of like just don't attack like I once did, because it's maturity and you grow, and you don't really like get very far like that. But it's still in me to be that way, and I just need somebody that just knows how to protect in that way.
I think one main thing I found that I'm looking for is someone who's like emotionally aware, who can like talk about feelings and emotions, because like I definitely have them. Like if I'm going through something, like I need to be able to share that and not just hear like, you know, you'll be alright. Like I need more than that, like from somebody. So
empty words. I can't hear empty words. Yeah, I don't like those kind of pat answers. It'll work out. It'll be okay. I want someone to sit down and want to say, like, to tell me, like, what's going on. I want someone that can hold a conversation and really ask questions, like follow-up questions. Don't just sit there, act like you're interested, but the whole time you're formulating what more you want to say. I want someone to really take an interest in what I'm saying. If I'm hurting, if something's going on, like, no, tell me, like, how does this? I want someone to really take an investment, because I do that. I never stop
like
asking
ask me questions about the situation, like kind of like talk it out with me. Don't just be like, you'll be alright, like, you know, I'm praying for you, God got you, or just like talk it out with me. Sometimes I need to talk it out, and so I found like that's something I really need. I think because I express so much, and I don't hold back on anything. I am very upfront and telling people, you don't have to guess how I'm feeling, because I will tell you how I'm feeling. There is never any guessing game at all, where I'm at in life, where I'm at in a relationship, anything. I don't hide. I don't keep it to myself. I don't suffer in silence. If I'm suffering, people around me are going to know that I'm suffering. And not in a bad way where I'm just complaining all the time, but if I have a problem with something, I'll say, okay, can I talk to you for a minute? Like, I have a problem with this. I know, like, people hate that, like people hate to be saying, can I talk to you for a minute? But I do express, because I don't want anyone ever in any doubt, because when I'm mad, I'm walking away, like, now you're going to know why. You don't have to ever guess. I wonder what happened. Like, you won't have to know what happened, because I'm going to tell you what happened. And I think that's the way people should be. I hate all the secretiveness all the time. And but no, I definitely ask questions. I take such an interest in people's lives. They tell me something, and I take such an interest in it, and I keep having questions and follow-up questions, almost ad nauseum, because I care. I like to express. I love to communicate. I am such a communicator, and I need someone that has no problem communicating. You must talk. I cannot have people that can't talk or rushing conversations. And it's like something that they really don't enjoy doing, because I love expressing and I love talking. And I know there's so many people. You're 355. Hi, y'all.
I know.
Hope you're enjoying the convo.
I know. But I know it's a tall order. So I don't even know what I want exists out there. You know, I just don't.
Sometimes like I have an idea of what I want, and then like I might meet somebody like, oh, I kind of like this too, and kind of like add it to the list. So it's not like I have like a pat like this, and this, because like somebody might have something, and I'm just like, oh, like I kind of like that too. That's cool.
There you go. Like, okay, so Becky Newfield said, you deserve somebody that has your back, Lori. You have been through a lot. Thank you. I know I do feel that way. And then Ari, right there, loyalty is having my back, standing with me. If you have to pick a side, you already pick, like, you have to pick a side. I think even the Bible says, friends choose. Friends choose. Okay, so none of this, oh, I don't want to get involved. Okay, oh, I can't hear that. You know, no, you must. You must choose. Friends must choose. So if you're friends with this person, you're friends with that one, and now these two are like arguing, now you have to choose, because friends do choose. So you have to kind of like listen, sort it all out. And one person is the right one, okay? So you have to choose, and that's the kind of person that I want. That's the kind of friend that I want, like a friend that's not afraid to choose my side and say, okay, you did the right thing. And if they don't feel like I did, then go on then, okay? Because like half-baked friend, but I feel like you have to stand solidly in my corner. And I don't really feel like I ever had that.
Now, if you had a friend who...
But with you, seriously, with you, I mean, like you, though you're my daughter, but you do have a choice sometimes, but you definitely stand in my corner. You like are supportive. That is where I truly know that there is loyalty. It does exist. That there are people that have integrity and people that do like care about me and love me enough, and that you do choose. I mean, as best that you can, especially like in the situation that we're going through. You haven't really chose, but you just feel that your silence speaks volumes, okay? Because to do anything otherwise is to almost be supportive of the whole mess, and you could possibly be supportive of it. It's just so crunchy, you know. It's just so crunchy what happened, and so I feel that speaks volumes. But then I don't blame the boys for doing what they do. I mean, everybody lives their own life. This situation really is not about like loyalty with the kids. I'm talking about in my own life, in my own experiences. But I'm saying that you have no problem choosing, because you are a loyal friend, and there's not very many people in the world that can be loyal. They're so afraid they're gonna miss out on the other side.
All right, there's a lot of good questions being thrown out on the floor.
Okay.
Y'all loving this conversation, so there's a few going around here.
Okay.
The first one I saw was religion. how do you feel about someone who doesn't have the same religion as you? Like, is religion? I mean, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. So I definitely want to be with someone who believes that.
How far away from it? Like, I mean,
well.
if they're Christian, then there's similarities in Christianity. There's some differences in Christianity, but I mean, like a whole nother. First of all, atheist, absolutely out. Agnostic, absolutely out the question. But if somebody else is of a different faith, like say I'm Pentecostal, they're Baptist, okay, they're Christian, you're both Christian. So I feel like that's under the same umbrella. Okay. But no one that's completely against God or those beliefs.
Like if they're like if someone says to me they're an atheist, no.
Yeah.
Probably not. Like, no, probably not.
Yeah, because they said that they are more likely to bring you out the church than you ever could bring them in. So that's just the way that I feel about that.
Yeah. Getting back to loyalty really quick, I was going to ask you this, but it says, but wouldn't you want someone to be honest with you to let you know when you may be wrong so you can grow from the situation instead of taking sides? There's different kinds of loyalty. So like you want a friend that's going to take your side, but what if your friend doesn't agree like with like your side, but like wants to like kind of like talk it out with you or say like, you know, I don't really know about that. Like,
no, I'm not looking for someone to be a yes man. I can't. That's weak to me. I don't want. I want someone to point out when I'm wrong because I know I'm not a perfect person. I'm the first one to say that, and I said that a few weeks ago. I am very self-deprecating. I definitely admit I'm at fault, and that's why I said all along. This was
but people are saying not in public. Don't be
don't
calling you. Don't be calling it out.
There's
disagreeing in public.
Be tactful about it. But no, I know I'm not perfect, and you can almost kind of like sense when you've done something wrong, and so you kind of want someone to say it. But I'm definitely not because it becomes habitual, and then it's like the person doesn't care enough about you to keep telling you you're right. I want someone to help me grow and get better. So I am definitely not looking for someone. When I say loyalty, I don't mean someone that's saying I'm right. And I'm not right. I think I had an aunt one time that said she's going to stand by you. She said, I'm going to stand by you when you're wrong, and I'm going to make you right. And she's going to help make you right, she said. And I'm going to stand by you, of course, when you're right. And when you're wrong, I'm going to stand by you and help make you right. So that's what I'm looking for. And because I know, I'm a pimp, I know that there's times when I could be wrong. And I want someone like not to shy away from me because they're so embarrassed about my maybe conduct or behavior that they don't want no parts of it. And so I think that because after the story I told earlier about me at the church and the Sunday school teacher, all that, I owned that. I said, okay, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do because then it was the big buzz around the church and oh, you put him on Facebook and oh, he's upset, whatever. And so I owned it. I said, yeah, I shouldn't have gone to social media. So I called everybody into the Sunday school classroom. Those on the roof, come on down. Those in the basement, come on up. Across the hallway, come on in. And this one, come on in. I want to make a grand statement of the apology, public apology about what I did. And it was wrong. And you can't do any more than that other than apologize. So I don't hide or run away from my problem. No, it was dead wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And so I accepted that. So I'm not trying to be right. I want to be corrected when I'm wrong, but I don't want anyone so embarrassed, like running, can't be by my side, can't be near me, can't support, you know. And so that's loyalty. Doesn't mean to make me right when I'm wrong. That's not loyalty to me.
Jay said, I just want to say this, LoriAnne, your personality and loyalty isn't for everyone. You're too real. Like you said, you're not for everybody.
I said I'm not for everybody.
You said that. You said that.
It's unfortunate.
Let's see. Someone said they're black men in Connecticut. Someone said they're black men everywhere. I agree with that. Yeah, there are black men everywhere. Yeah, but there are black men in Connecticut.
Yeah, definitely in public they have your back, and privately, yeah, they can. Yes, Kia, are you girlies both single? Tay, you're definitely single. I'm married. I'm on my way to being single.
I saw a question on Instagram the other day. Somebody said people are starting to say you're single until like you're married, I guess. Which technically, if you're not married, then you're bubbling in like single. I'm like the thing. Like if you're not married, then you're single. But yeah. I think they're taking it like a step further. Like you're kind of you can do whatever until like you're actually married. You're considered single. You are single until you are married. Even if you're dating somebody, you're still considered like you're single. And so a lot of people are under there like, yeah, that's what my dad said. That's what whoever said, like you're single until you're married. So well, you could have a person, you could be long-term relationship, but you're single till you're married.
I said I'm married until until I'm divorced. So when I had this Jeep problem here, yes, I reached out to Jay because I said he walked out of here and left me with something that was insurmountable. All the bills, never worked a day in my life, all the responsibility of running this house, and things happen, and sometimes things become overwhelming, and that Jeep thing was overwhelming, and I'm like, this is not him off in Colorado leaving me here with all this responsibility. Now I need some emotional support and some help on how we're going to sort this out. So, yeah, maybe that's odd that when people are separated and they're getting divorced and all that, like everybody like goes to their own corners. I'm not going to my own corner because this is a mess around here. And so now I'm going to find like the original person that was in the picture, and like I need that support. I don't dig that whole thing. You're getting divorced, everybody got to be mad. Like there's nothing to be mad about. We all agreed that this marriage is over, but yet this is something that's major. This is a pandemic that's going on around here, so that's another major thing. And now this Jeep thing. So yeah, no, I definitely reached out, and I'm all hands on deck, or while it's on deck, I need help. And so that's how I operate. No one just like walks out and it's like I left, that's it. That's not, no, it's not gonna be the end of a 30-year marriage like that and just leaving me for dead. Heck no, absolutely not. No.
Well, yeah, I don't agree with that statement. I feel like if I'm with somebody and we both agree to commitment, and do people not do boyfriends and girlfriends anymore? It's either you're single or you're married. There's no boyfriends, there's no girlfriends, no fiancés. Like we're not doing any of that anymore. And so I was like, I don't agree with that.
Is it Sade or is it Sadie? Or is it Christy said, I always miss the lives and have to watch later. I'm so glad I caught this one. Hey ladies, hey. I know, because if you didn't catch this one, glad the room is full, because like we explained earlier, we are going to keep them on lock until they are finished processing, because we get so many views after them, and YouTube is we're not able to get our revenue from them until YouTube kind of like okays them, and they take forever these days to okay them. So we're seeing thousands of views on these videos and there's no money to be had. So we're going to lock them up now after live. If you're not here for live, they're going to be on lockdown
until they're done processing. Yeah. And then we'll release them. But processing, it may take up to 24 hours. So you might see it at some point Saturday. Once this is over, I told Spencer 10:30. So we have 15 minutes because he's watching Doggy.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. I saw someone said, AW wants to know, do any of you have a quarantine bae? What's a quarantine bae? Is that someone like you're quarantining with, or just someone you're talking to during quarantine? What's a quarantine bae? I saw a question that
guys are taking that too far. You're single until you're married. Commitment is not appreciated today. Yeah, I've just never seen anything like it. No one wants to commit.
Live stream on lockdown just like us.
Right?
Only briefly till it's done processing. And then we'll release it. And you guys can rewatch it again.
I made it too on this Friday Night Live when they were gone. I know. Why did we take them away? What was it? It was just, we were in a lull. Like, it was just, what was it? Like, it was our hair. It was like.
Yeah, I don't know. It was 2019. 2019 was busted.
2019, yeah, I know. We thought, how many of us thought like 2020 was just going to just be everything?
All right, any more questions on the floor? We have 15 minutes, y'all. And Spencer's done babysitting Doggy.
Quarantine bae is like a work wife.
Those are definitely real.
Right.
Work wives. It's busted.
Yeah, I don't want my man having a work wife. Yeah, no, I know. Like you just said, those are real. Yeah. Boom, chicka pop.
I saw. I don't know where it went.
Oh, Missy Beth said, I really like watching this. So interesting. Yeah. Though we're a natural hair channel, Friday nights we just kind of connect with our subscribers for those that are here and are new, and just. You see us in a video like doing our hair tutorials and all that, but we're real people behind the scenes. So we just like coming to live, and whatever topics come up and whatever questions you ask. I mean, initially they could be hair questions, they could be life questions, anything. We talk about everything on Friday Night Live. So
Michaela Reese said, thoughts on if your significant other's parents don't like you, would you stay or leave? I'd probably leave, to be honest. To be honest, because I feel like you always like talk like you're not just dating the person. So like when you get to know the person, you're gonna know their family, you're gonna know their friends, like all of that. So I would feel uncomfortable if I knew I had to go sit up over like my man's house for Christmas or something and his family didn't like me. I would have a problem with that. And I have a problem with if I'm dating somebody and you don't like them, like, or, you know, my parents don't like them, or like, I don't know, that's just weird. I want everything to kind of be harmonious. I don't like when there's just weird vibes. So I would definitely have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think that everyone's not liked all the time. However, I would look to that person that you're dating to see the support there. Now, if the person doesn't see the dirt that the family is doing, and they're supportive, oh, that's no big deal, or they don't like, if they don't see the dirt, like if every time like you go over there and the mother-in-law is just like talking to the person, just looking at him and disrespecting you and just having no nice words or saying like little quips and little digs, and you know, and he's not seeing it purposely, so he doesn't want to see it, or he really doesn't see it the way you see it, that's problematic to me, because it's only going to get worse. You know, you're going to always be by yourself. You're going to always feel like alienated. You're going to always feel like you can't go to your spouse to say, this person, like, oh, no, she's not really like that, when you know darn well the dirt is there. And so you need someone that can open up their eyes, blink, blink, open them up and see the dirt, because it does happen. And for someone to constantly be protective, like, you know, the Bible says, like, back away from family, like to cleave to your spouse. Okay, so now he's cleaving to you now. Or even in like a girlfriend-boyfriend situation, you've got to see that's very telling during the relationship. Are they constantly just blinded because they don't want to see that? Or are they going to support you and say, oh, I'm not going to have that? And then can they go up to that, to their parent? Like, I would respect my kids, you know, if I was doing something like that, and Spencer or Adam or you, like, okay, mom, like, enough's enough. Like, I love it, I respect you. But like this person, I really, really care about. Like, I would try to see like the good in that person. I really would, because I don't want to lose my kids. I remember years ago, it was my aunt. Remember the aunt, guys, the canoe, the kayak. Okay, she took it, got all the money for. Okay, well, she had an only child, and her only child decided she was going to date white. She was, of course, black, and she was dating white. And my aunt was like having none of that. She was like having a fit, and she took to her deathbed. She pulled out every trick in the book, and it wasn't working. And finally, my aunt's husband, my uncle, said to her, like, how far are you willing to take this? Like, you know, there does have to be a limit. You know, you try everything you can, but then at some point you've got to come to terms with this. Either you're going to lose your child over it, or you're going to act like you got some sense now and try to embrace the relationship and help it, okay? Because during, like, relationship, you need help from family. You don't just date that person. You need the support of the family, people that know more, people that are wiser. I wish, like, I still had that. I wish, like, my grandmother was alive. I wish that my older aunts, I wish that I had someone that could have supported us more, to say, like, this is a rough time, but you guys can get through this. Because I swear, like, my marriage wouldn't have gone down the tubes if my grandmother was alive, because they respected Jay so much, and I think that he listened to them, and they would have said, like, this is making no sense. I am just shocked and hurt that his family doesn't do more, because they're all together, they all have spouses, but yet they're okay with that. They're very okay with that. That he 30 years, like, they're okay. They all have that, just as many years, but they just don't encourage him and talk to him in the right way. So I think that you have to see where that family is leaning. You know, they're going to help it, or they're going to help break it up. You know, that's very important. I wouldn't overlook something like that. To me, it's serious enough.
Yeah, I mean, some people think you just date the person, but I never saw it like that. Especially if the person is close to their family. Like, no, you gotta clock everybody. See, you gotta check out the whole family.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that would definitely make me uncomfortable.
How old are you? We are mother and daughter team, 52, 26.
All right.
See, that's great. My two sons are mama's boys, but I get along splendid with their wives. That's the way I want it to be. Yeah, I definitely would want to do that, because we are so close that as long as the person's making you happy, it may not be like my cup of tea or something, and I don't see why it wouldn't be, because anything that makes you happy would make me happy. That's all that I would want. But I would definitely have a problem with someone.
Just here listening, and all I have to say is LoriAnne for president.
Yeah, no, because all right, I have to ask her, because like a few little things are going.
No.
Okay, I can't. Okay, sorry, she won't let me.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, okay. All right. So recently there was a guy that you were interested in, and right from the start, I don't know. And I'm normally not like this. I am normally not this adamant. I'm normally very.
I don't think I've ever seen you this adamant, probably in my whole life.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Something about him rubbed me the wrong way.
And I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was.
Briefly, I think said hi on FaceTime. Just you walked in the room and you just said hi on FaceTime.
Yeah. because you were like talking about him quite a bit, and then you were FaceTiming him, and so then I just happened to walk in, and so I met him. First, he seemed like all like starry-eyed and googly-eyed and like kind of like intimidated a little bit, like, oh my God, like I can't like he said, I know you said like when I'd meet your mother, but I really didn't know. I think the idea that he met me like that, and he was trying to like hold, here we go, he was trying to hold his family up at a different level, like nobody meets like my mother until like I can check you out to see if you're worthy, whereas like I was just like, what, chopped liver? Like I met him, I had no problem meeting him, like I said, don't hold me up to any particular standard, I'm gonna
But
meet
you've
him
always
now.
been like that. You've always taken basically that away from me. It's never been a I can't wait for you to meet my mom situation ever, because you always want to check people out before I go out, and you've been like that like my whole life. You're like, you're not, I'm not gonna let you go out of here with like any old body like on a date. So you always want to meet anybody. You're like, it's not an honor to meet me. I'm just checking you out. This stuff. So it's never been that kind of situation. Like, oh, you get to meet my parent.
You don't look any deeper
like
into it.
if you're meeting my mom, so she can just see who you are, identify you in a police lineup if she has to.
That's how
like
I
that's
say
just
it.
The way you've always been.
Yeah. So it's not like an honor, like oh, I'm finally gonna meet her mother because like I must really mean something. No, you mean nothing. I'm like okay yet. I don't know you to mean anything. Okay, but I definitely have to meet everybody that like my daughter goes out with. So the fact that I just walked into the room and he was there, and I was just like, oh, this guy, oh hi, how are you? I'm Taylor's mother, whatever. Okay, so then he met me, but then when I heard that, well, nobody meets my mother until like he was trying to set himself aside. First rub. Then he was a police officer, and I've had plenty of experiences with police officers. Okay, so I am not.
I think you were judgmental at that point. You didn't like the fact that he was a police officer,
and I like the fact that he was sitting in the police car courting, and that was supposed to be like intimidating. He came out with all the hat and the all that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm used to police officers. I've seen them. Like that's supposed to be like, ooh, my daughter is a police officer. Like I'm supposed to be all intimidated. I'm like, oh hi. Like, I've had plenty of them. In and out the family. I'm used to police officers. Like that uniform and all that, like calm down, okay, because I'm not the least bit intimidated nor impressed, okay. And so I think that so right away it's something about like the teeth, the grinning, the police officer uniform, and then all right, so then you were at school at the time, and then they were going to have like a sports day, okay, and everybody had to wear gear. He came through for her like in a mighty way. He allowed her to wear his Kobe Bryant authentic jersey. I thought that was so cool. And so being like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what an honor. I know what jerseys and stuff mean.
And like Kobe Bryant had just like passed away, right? And then we were having a spirit day, and I had no jerseys, no sports things, no whatever. And like I mentioned to him that I had this spirit week coming up, and so he's like, oh, like basically you need a jersey, you need a gear. Like I have a Kobe Bryant one, and like do you want to wear it? And I was like, oh my gosh, Tom, like Kobe Bryant, like I want to wear it.
I was just like, wow. I mean, you look so, girl. You get the picture you guys show. She looked so cute. Get the picture. It's too cute.
Girl,
she looked so cute. She had the Timberlands up, the Timberlands. She put Timberlands on, okay, jeans, the jersey, all that. But I thought I was being nice. So I said to him, wow, this is like extraordinary. Thank you so much. And I said, don't worry. I said, you will definitely get this back. The remark that he said after that, did it again. He's like, oh, I know I'm getting it back. What? Like, you don't know nothing until I tell you you're getting it back. Like, I did not like that at all. Like, cocky, and I felt like it was like, because I'm a cop, I'm definitely going to get this back. I was supposed to be afraid. So I didn't like that. He should have just been like fun-loving about it. Like, oh, no, I know you guys are going to give it back to me. But when he said, oh, I know I'm getting it back, I didn't like, left a very bad taste in my mouth. And he almost did. It took him forever to get it back because he wanted us like to like basically find him.
Well, because things went south like
very quickly
after that.
Yeah, it went south very quickly.
Hold on. Girl.
So cute, guy. Look at this. So cute.
Girl.
And that's so cute. The Kobe Bryant jersey, sports day. That was so cute, I thought.
That was it. Yeah. So
that was all that he was really like, good for. That was nice. That's the only thing that's the fond memory of him. So then me and him had it out like in words. And what happened? I finally had to tell him.
I think what happened was we only met up once, but like the first time it wasn't like a date. It was just kind of just like a feel each other out, meet each other in person, because we went to school together, like college, and he had been in my DMs for like 2 years, and so finally I like responded to his DMs like, what do you want, like what, like who are you, kind of thing. And I liked him, like he was a nice guy. I was like, oh okay, like you're cool, whatever. So like we met up, and we like just kind of like, we called it a field trip, just kind of like to feel each other out. And then like, we talked for, I think like another like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. And then we were supposed to go out on like an actual date, right? So the day of like the actual date, I'm like waiting basically.
It was definitely planned. It was
Yeah.
solidified.
I'm like waiting basically to be picked up for the date, and like nothing, just nothing. And so I think I called her, I texted him or something, and he was at the gym playing basketball, and he was like, I forgot. And he was like, then he said, he's like, I forgot. And he was like, I'm at the gym playing basketball. He's like, but I'm not surprised I forgot. Like
what a thing to say.
I'm like, what? I was like, well, you can just keep that same energy, because bye. And like, he was like, I forgot.
He said also there was things that you were sharing with me. He said that he never apologizes.
He
for
doesn't
anything.
believe in apologies. Which when I heard that, like,
Disgusting.
a few weeks prior, I was like, that's like definitely a red flag, because I always hear like older couples, people who have been in relationships for like 40, 50 years. They say forgiveness, being able to compromise, like that kind of thing. I'm like, apologies, like, because obviously your person's gonna make mistakes, and if you can't say I'm sorry, and so like just that situation right there, if it was honestly a mistake where he forgot, it's like, you apologize, like you move, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I'll come to your house right now in sweaty gym clothes, like I am so sorry, I forgot that. But he was just like, he had no fire under him, whatever. He was just like, oh wow, he's like, I forgot. He's like, I mean, I feel bad, but I'm not surprised I forgot.
Yeah,
I was like, well, dang.
Then he was gonna have a birthday around the time, and it was gonna be like basically a week-long celebration, whatever. But he was gonna have his birthday at a venue, and like when you're talking, you just ask, like I said, we ask questions.
He's canceled like 2020. Yeah, no, it was a wrap after that. I was like,
so you just really just kind of like just asking a question, like, oh, your birthday, like you're gonna have it, like Taylor is not like one to party, drink, go out, all that. So she was hardly.
I hate crowds.
Yeah, you really do. You just don't like them. So she was just making conversation. So she's like, oh, where's your party gonna be at? His answer was, why? Why? It's almost like, why do you want to know? You're not invited. Like.
He was like, he's like, oh, kind of like, just like, I want to make sure like you don't want to go, because I don't want to have to like babysit you kind of like all night, because you won't really know anybody. Like, as if I can't walk up to somebody and make a conversation like, hi, I'm Taylor, da-da-da-da-da. Like, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah, he does. Lisa Powell, like that's like my thing nowadays. Narcissist, like research and upward. Okay, he definitely did. I said to her, that definitely is very.
But you kind of had to set it off, and only the way you can was because, typically when I'm done with somebody, like that's it, boom. That's it, no more talking, like we're done talking. But I had that freaking Kobe Bryant jersey still in this house, so I'm like, I gotta get this jersey up out of here, because with me, if I'm done talking to you, what I have of yours, I have of yours, and like that's it.
Yeah, go.
Goodbye. Like you just take the L, I have it, it's mine now. Like that's it, no more talking. But with him, I was like, this is Kobe Bryant just died. This is super valuable. I'm like, we gotta get this jersey kind of like up out of here. So he was supposed to come, I think, pick it up. He like we tried to set up a date, like the first day he couldn't like come pick it up.
Right.
And then I think like the following week or something, he was like, okay, I'm gonna go pick it up on this day. What? I don't quite remember.
I forget all
how
of that.
you got involved, but like he kept.
Yeah, I said I was gonna drop it off at the police department. I wasn't bothered with that.
Yeah, because you didn't like him. You wanted him up out of here. He's like, I don't want any opportunity, basically, for any reconciliation.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I said he could come here. And basically, it would be in a bag hanging on the door. Basically, I said there'll be no like meeting of saying anything. I don't want him to have any final last words. Because I said he already showed us who he was before he told us really who he was. I said, so there's got to be no reconciliation. Shirt and bag on the door handle, on the outside. At that point, it was like pre-quarantine days. Okay, like don't come in. We're done with you. You're done. We're giving you back this jersey only because it was valuable. Other than that, he wouldn't have even gotten that much respect. But I think he thought he was gonna have a chance. At that point, when you saw the car kind of like round in the corner, you and Doggy were out on the front.
Was this
lawn.
no? So this was why did you get involved? I forget. I don't know, because you took the phone because he was supposed to come get it. And then I think we said we would like we would drop it off at his job or something like that. But then like it just didn't happen that weekend, because like where his job was, it was just out of the way. I'm like, we're not going up there. So like it didn't happen. And then he wanted me to meet him halfway somewhere, and he was like blowing up my phone because he wanted me to meet him halfway, and you didn't want any type of connection. So you basically took the phone and you were like, what's the problem?
Yeah, so he
what is the problem?
Calling on the phone.
The jerseys are here. Like,
yeah.
Come get them.
So when the phone rang, I saw the text coming through, kind of like the ominous kind of like text. So finally, like when the phone rang, I picked it up and I was like, hello. He's like, can I speak to Taylor? I'm like, this is Taylor's mother. What seems to be the problem? So he said, there is no problem. I'm like, oh no, there's a major problem. What seems to be the problem? He's like, I said, there's no problem. So like me and him had words. I don't remember. It's like a few weeks ago, guys. I can barely remember what I did this morning, but I don't know.
A few months at this point.
No, definitely. But
it's definitely like a few months at this point.
Swept out the picture because I saw a problem, and I always say week after week after week, that nightmare that came into the family through my sister years ago destroyed the family. And I said, never again. I clock it right from the start. If you don't clock it right from the start and get these troublemakers out, when you see as an adult, when you see these traits and these behaviors and these ways, you can't get them out. They come in, they take over like your child, and good luck to you. Good luck to you. So I said, no, I am not going to have that. I did not like. That's why that guy at that time, like, do you like what you see? Like, when you see these kinds of traits, these very over the top, not intimidated. Like, I don't want people to be intimidated by me, but I want people to take a respectful kind of notice. Okay, of me, that she is very well represented, that she's very well loved, and you're not going to walk all over her. And when you think that you're going to come here just like sashay on here and like take over, I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm going to stop you right there.
And like the jersey picture we showed you, like he was mad that I took a picture in his jersey and posted it.
Guys.
He was like, oh, I didn't know you're going to have a photo shoot of my jersey.
We didn't discuss you posting it on social media as if like, what? He was just jealous because that was a sickening picture, and she was getting likes on it, and he was livid. So he's like, oh, I didn't loan it to you to wear on social media. I'm a fool. You loaned it to her. She could do whatever she wanted with it. Like, he really wanted to have that long reach to walk her through life, what she was going to do with the jersey. It was a Kobe Bryant jersey. We already honored the fact, and acknowledged that it was a wonderful thing that he did. But for him to like be that mad, not one like from him, of course, but he definitely saw all like she was getting and said, well, I didn't know. We didn't discuss you putting it on social media. Like,
I'm like, what?
Too much control. Way too much control he was trying to have. And I said, that made no sense. I said, he's just mad because of the sickening picture. And so I just felt like he was going to be very controlling.
Wow, he is nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
High key nuts.
Very. I thought he was going to be very, very controlling. And I saw a problem, a headache, and I was going to ward it off before it got too ensconced in your life. And I felt so bad. No, you would never... I felt so bad because you swear, girl, you swear that I'm not going to like anyone. And that's not true. That's not true.
And yeah, because I was like, I think he was kind of like the first person that I kind of met before he started kind of getting crazy. And I'm like, okay, like maybe this could be a nice guy. And you were just adamant. Like, you were like, I don't like him. Like, I'm like, are you going to like anybody? Like, I haven't dated in 2 years. Like, I've kind of just been here. Like, we've been best buddies. Like, MADCURLS. I'm like, I want to get married. I want to find somebody. I want to have kids. I'm like, so I have to get out there. I'm like, are you going to like anybody? You're like, it's not. You're like, it's not that. You're like, no, I just really don't. There's something about him I really don't like.
No, I'm more than anyone because you are so worthy and you're so, you have been here for me. I'm not. I know it appeared that way that, because now, like, I'm single now, I'm by myself. Like, I don't want, absolutely, that's not the case at all. I will be so happy. I know you want, because you having a child makes me have a grandchild, makes me have life still, like I have doggy now, but I do want a grandchild one day. So I would be the first one pushing you out that this is not reality, that you'll be here with me for the rest of my life. That's not true. I am an adult. I'm a loner kind of a person anyway. My life is in order. I don't need someone with me. The rough patch is over. Like, now I really understand where my future is going. I think I said last week that I never thought my future would look like this, but this is what my life is like. So I've embraced that. So no, I'm not trying to hold nobody back, but I'm not going to just let you go off with just any old body. And so that was not the one. Sorry. Nope. That was not the one. Didn't like it. Just way too bold. And just I am 52. I've lived life, and I just saw warning signs. And especially now, like what I'm going through, I'm not going to say like you can look 30 years down the line, but you can see things. I wish now so many times I would have seen it up front. I wish I would have saw things that I saw that I didn't really clock back then. And the very first thing was when I went and met his family, and we were sitting down. It was his brother and his best friend at the time. I think
Jessica Franklin. How old are your sons? I can give you some grandbabies. I would love you as a mom-in-law. Oh my gosh.
No, I'll put out an application, okay? And so I was meeting, we were gonna all kind of go out to dinner so that his friends would get to know me and his brother would get to know me. and we were at his brother's house, and they were watching this very raunchy, very raucous, very offensive comedian. And the man was just dropping F-bombs left, right, and center. And at the time, I was 22 years old, again, very sheltered, very ladylike. And to expose me to that, to sit there with those grown men all watching this show, they were dropping F-bombs and these very off-colored jokes, and it was just disgusting. And I said to him, I said, I can't sit here and watch this. Like, I can't do this. And instead of him, I was like I didn't clock it then, though.
Almost done.
Oh, you almost done, sweetie. So instead of, like, you want to just give them to me? Okay.
Just table back. Hey, Diane.
Right.
Hey, new
Thanks, baby. Say bye, Spencer. So instead of me clocking it then and seeing that he was ambivalent to speak up, loyalty, defend his girlfriend at the time, and to say, guys, turn that off, my ladies here, whatever. Just like he set me in the other room, and he's like, can you just like sit here for a little while? Like we're getting ready to go out. They're just gonna finish getting dressed. I didn't clock it then. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just sat there, but I didn't like it at all. And see, so that's what I'm talking about. Those were the warning signs then, that if he couldn't stand up to people there that offended me, I am brand new from a whole nother state. He just met me, forced to sit there and watch that horrible, disgusting, those off-color jokes, very offensive to women, cussing, sexual innuendos, all that stuff. And for him not to say, turn that off, my lady's here, like, you know, I didn't clock it. So those are the things now I said moving forward. So you got to clock all these things up front. So many things I let go. And later on, it evolved. It got worse. That was just like a small sampling of what the future was to hold. The not supporting, the not protecting. Didn't see it. But I saw it all throughout the marriage. All throughout the marriage. Never speaking up, never in my corner. So, and that was the first sign right there. Something so simple. Turn the TV off. I have a woman, a lady in the room. Too much to do. Too much to do. Can't be not liked. Has to be forever liked. Has to be so agreeable. To anybody's expense, it was always at my expense.
Oh, my foot. Oh. Doggy's tired. He's standing here like a
Look
little
at
boy.
him. He's like a statue.
I know. He's he's so sleepy, boy.
Hey, statue. A statue.
Guys, this has been so fun.
This has been
We've
so
had so
much
many
fun.
people here. This is so fun. So this is Friday Night Live. Like, we're a hair channel, but we always like divvy off into other types of conversations. Anytime we're on Friday Night Live and you guys want to throw a topic out there, we will take it and the crowd will run with it. And
yes, bring your topics.
Bring your topics.
Bring your snacks.
This has been so
They say hi,
fun.
Doggy. Doggy said hi.
I know, that's why he's just standing here and he's not like climbing all over us. He's sleepy.
He's almost ready to close his eyes.
No. You like tummy rubs? You like tummy rubs?
Oh, yeah, he looks sleepy. I didn't see the signs either, right?
Oh, the tea spilled. Always. Always tea spilled.
Always the tea spilled. Because, you know, it's like, you know, you don't live in a bubble. Like, life is, like, we're all living real life. And I think that what I brought to the channel, or what my understanding of, like, social media is, I don't like fakeness. And so I think because I'm just, like, so honest and open, that's how I like treat social media. Like, I'm nobody special. Don't get excited when you see me walking the streets of New York. Like, oh my God, like, come on up, speak, because I'm the same person. I text the same. My voice in text is what you will hear when I meet you face to face. I'm not pretentious at all. Like, I am just Lori Wesley, just a real person. And so I don't like when people like put me on a pedestal and all that kind of stuff. And I think these Friday nights are just, we just live life. We just share our life experience, and it helps people. Us sharing our stories, you guys sharing your stories, and because people at the end of the day are just people, and everybody's going through something.
Curly Ann, so for MADCURLS t-shirt sizes, I'm sorry, I've seen that a few times, I'm sorry. My size I order is a small. So yeah, I believe there's women's fitted. So there's like the universal size, which is like unisex. There's that, or there's women's fitted. We always order the women's fitted. And I'm a size small in the women's fitted. Girl, what size do you wear?
I think I always get extra large.
Extra large, okay.
Like this t-shirt is extra large. Yeah, so let me show you how it fits. So this is an extra large. Excuse the jumbo bottoms.
And that's women's fitted.
This
So
is
women's fitted like fits a little
yeah.
bit tighter. But there is like the sex sizes that like run like even larger. But the
oh yeah, the unisex. Yeah, this is women's
but women's
fitted.
fitted, like they're meant to be like
Yeah,
more
so this
fitted.
is women's fit extra large. Yeah, if you get unisex, then I probably would go down a size or two.
Look at Nish. I love you. You're so cuteness.
Cute puppy.
Yeah, guys, but this has been so fun. Thank you for coming to our live stream. We will be putting out the the Suave review tomorrow. And once this is over, we are going to make this video private just until it's done processing, and then we will release it. So look for this live stream at some point tomorrow if you want to like catch the whole thing again. But once this is over, we are going to put it on private just till it can finish processing, and then we will release it again. So hopefully that is okay.
Yeah, he wasn't. Somebody said, "What is he looking at?" He wasn't staring. Who said that? Oh, Lisa B. Yeah, he's tired, so he's just like staring into space. I know, honey. I know you're tired. Somebody said they saw his birthday video. Yes, and we did eat doggy ice cream. Me, Tay, and Adam.
Lots of kisses. All right.
I did kisses.
Oh, the big took my contour and my highlight off. Okay. All right. All right. Lots of love. Lots of love, doggy. Oh, I love you.
Aw.
Oh, I love you.
So yes, it's been fun. So yep, every Friday night. 8-ish, I would say. Thanks for the conversation.
The sweetest doggy ever. Look at the face and the kisses.
I obviously, where were you raised? Or you sound like a native New Yorker. I'm from Queens, but no, I was raised in Connecticut. Born in Stamford, Connecticut. Raised in Norwalk, Connecticut.
He's a mini golden doodle. I've been saying I want a dog that looks like Doggy for years. Even the name. Said he had to be small, he had to be curly, his name had to be Doggy. Here he is.
Okay, Lori, I just wanted to say that my mom is 82 and love you both, and she and I have the same relationship as you both. Oh, that's nice. Wow.
This has been so fun. We hope you guys have a good night and a good week coming up. We will be back here next Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you. So Nisi said our makeup was on point today. Second time I did it, like I really literally took it all off after we filmed the what video did we just do today? The refreshing video.
Yeah.
I refreshed with this for those that just came on. So this is the 3-day Suave, but I refreshed this and we did a video to show how to refresh hair. And so my makeup was completely different, and then I took it all off to come on live because it was just, I don't know, it had been on like, for the day, and I just wanted to kind of like freshen up. So thank you.
So keep a lookout for our videos this week. Definitely, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to our channel and turn the notification on, because on Wednesday we just kind of popped up and did our makeup with you guys on camera. We want to try to do another type of impromptu live like that, kind of like weekly, just to kind of pop up and just like do our makeup or do some skincare or do something like that. So make sure your notifications are on. You can kind of hang out with us midweek on live.
And thank you for those that have cash apped us.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate for that.
Definitely. All right, so was it cooking? Yes, I know you guys want to see LoriAnne's Asian cuisine. She's been cooking lately.
I know, and guys, I haven't stopped. I keep doing it.
Oh my gosh, her fried rice and like this stir fry she makes, so good. And every time we make it, it gets like better and better.
I know, right?
So
I don't know
good.
what got me on the whole Asian cooking thing, but yeah that's what I'm doing.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good week. All right, girl, you gotta press the button.
Okay, I know you can't.
I have Doggy.
All right, I haven't done it in so long. Where do I find it? Up here, this X.
Yes, that X.
Good night, guys.
All right.